Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a standalone Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Every episode microplot is a standalone adventure that fits into the overarching macro plot of the whole season. Because they stand sturdily on their own, you can listen to these episodes in any order and can skip any you don't enjoy. We are joined today by Cloudio.
Hello. I am a level 5 ranger, tabaxi, by the way, so I have a beautiful coat of orange and brown fur with green eyes, and I stand at a nice tall 6 feet and 5 inches. Well, if you haven't met me, you'll get to know me again today.
Cordelia.
Oh, hey, y'all. I'm Cordelia. I'm a level 5 human barbarian. More of a soccer mom than you Outlander woodland types, but just happy to be along.
And later we'll be joined by Simmond the Kind. You two adventurers are walking on a road, heading from the train station and going towards the town of Mishwi. You had set out from Nicomoy right after accepting the flyer from the jobs board, but because it's still winter, the sun sets early and it's already dark. The tamped earth is lit by moonlight, patches of ice gleaming. What were you two talking about?
I think Cloudio was just maybe telling me a little bit about his home.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, the rainforest is just so green and lush, and the morning dew. I mean, it's nothing like this cold ice that's around right now. I mean, have you ever been to any forest, or what's your hometown like?
Oh, I live in Nicomoy, born and raised. The rainforest does sound beautiful by your description, but maybe a little too humid for me and my hair.
You get over it. I mean, I'm covered in hair, to be fair, so that was definitely an everyday thing for me, but...
I'm sure it was.
Yes.
Do you two have a light source?
I have my hooded lantern. My human eyes aren't as keen as some others, so I make sure and keep the path lit for us.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, well, you've got a friend. All right, everybody, what are your passive perceptions?
14.
Never a good question from the DM.
Nope.
9 for the barbarian.
Okay, it was 9, and was that a 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cloudio hears, it sounds like there are people running in the direction you're walking towards.
Do you hear that? I hear the footsteps, kind of in the way that we're going.
And this will enable Cordelia to roll a perception check. You already hear it, Cloudio. You're good.
That's a 2.
No, she does not.
Do you mean footsteps like a soccer game, or footsteps like someone jogging, or...
Frantic more than just soccer. Well, I guess soccer games are a little whatever. People are running. That's the point.
And you also now hear Cloudio.
Oh, and I run towards it.
Okay.
Hold, whoa. And we'll do my best to keep up.
You're both running towards it. Okay, yeah. So you both see then. Yeah, you reach very quickly and you've got a lantern. Running in terror towards you on the dark earthen path is a lean human man in his 30s with unkempt white hair and a scared blue dragonborn woman wearing a leather vest and knee-length shorts. Cloudio, you are the more perceptive person. You see that her shimmery blue scaled knees have dirt on them. Notice a shovel in her hands and hear the contents of her backpack jingling metallically as she runs. And now I'll continue talking to everyone. The two fleeing figures are 30 feet further on the path in the direction you are walking towards. From beyond them, a low grunting sound drifts to your ears. Everyone roll initiative, and because you ran towards them, I'm going to reduce that to 5 feet.
Initiative is 11.
12.
We're rocking it.
We'll have some good rolls here in a minute. We'll see.
The two figures are going to try to run past you. Do either of you do anything to stop them?
Yeah, I'll maybe keep my arms wide. Whoa, what's the trouble? Hey, hold on there, friend.
The man with the unkempt white hair is panting and says, zombies, and points behind him. It's dark. You definitely don't see what he's pointing at, Cordelia.
Now, how likely is it that I believe in zombies existing? Or is he just pulling my leg, perhaps?
Actually, that's a good point. For your average city dweller, I'd say zombies are just a myth.
Now, friend, I'm not calling you a liar or nothing. I didn't mean to say the word liar exactly, but I ain't never heard of zombies around here. Maybe we should just go back and take a look. It's probably just a raccoon caught in something.
I mean, I do have experience with like undead stuff, right? I mean, there were, so I'm going to kind of, where did the zombies come from? Hold on. There might be some credence to what he's saying. So let's get a little more information. And you, shovel lady, what are you doing with the shovel?
Thus making Cordelia aware of the shovel. And I think that was one free action for everybody as she shrugs and looks at her friend. And now, Cordelia, we've entered initiative. What do you do on your turn?
I'll look at Cloudio. You mean zombies are real? What about, like, fairy folk and, I don't know, dragons?
Oh, we have a lot to catch you up, my friends, because I am an expert on both of those things. So,
Oh, man. We just could never walk far enough to catch up. But I guess there may be more pressing matters. There are real zombies and y'all are running from them?
If one could describe the look on his face, it would be terrified, but also with his unkempt hair and the way he has just a lot of pockets on his possession. Like he doesn't look trustworthy. He's not like an upstanding member of society, whatever he is. And he looks over his shoulder again and says, "Oh, they're coming. I don't want to be here when they come." And he's going to try to duck underneath you. If you'd like to make a grapple check, you can stop him. And if you let him go, he's going to just run away and out of the adventure.
I don't think I've noticed enough to to spot any foul doing that maybe my player does.
Well, this is Cordelia's turn, right?
Yeah. He intends to run past you. So your turn is you hold action?
Yeah, if something obviously threatening comes along, but yeah, she'll let him go.
Okay. He runs 20 feet past you.
Jeez.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 20 because of the... Yep. All right. And so does the blue dragonborn. Okay, that was
right.
your turn. Cloudio, it is your turn. You don't see anything. You did hear low groaning sounds.
Okay. We can probably deal with the zombies later, but I'm very curious to see what's in her bag. So I shout out to the Dragonborn lady. Listen, you look a little suspicious. I mean, you have a shovel, a jingling bag, and zombies don't just spring out of nowhere. So let's talk a little bit as I kind of chase them down.
All right, you have moved. I'm going to draw a linear map now. At the position 0, we have Cordelia. At position left 20 feet, we have white-haired, unkempt guy. And then at position... Yeah, you didn't let her get very far at all. Let's do a grapple check, but she's an NPC, so I'm expecting that this will pass, if you have any strength at all.
Let's say strength is not my strong suit. Or I'm not strong at strength checks. How about that? That's a little punnier. Strength check?
Yeah. DC 7, that's
12.
what she got.
12.
You beat her. She has a +0 to her athletics. Okay, so you guys are also at point 0. Because when she tried to run past, she did not succeed. So we've got Dragonborn, Cloudio, and Cordelia at point 0. 20 feet left, we've got the white-haired guy. And then I have some information about stuff in front of you.
Nice.
And that's an action on your turn. You did a successful grapple check. I don't offhand have the grapple stats, but I think it's that speed drops to 0.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0. Okay. I've done some math. And now, at the end of your turn, Cloudio, 40 feet away from you are a number of upright, shambling humanoid forms in various states of decay. One could definitely call them zombies. They have gotten closer to you, and that was their turn. They don't move very quickly.
Okay.
But what they did move was in your direction. They definitely see you. We're back to Cordelia. Cordelia, at this point, 20 feet behind you is the guy who has stopped running because the Dragonborn has been arrested in her movement. You're with Cloudio and the female Dragonborn within 5 feet of you, and 40 feet in front of you are zombies.
Cool. Cloudio, I'm not sure we should be holding up these fine folk. Those are zombies, yeah?
Yeah, see, they are real. But we need to figure out what the problem is with these two parties. Maybe we can talk to the zombies. I don't think it's ever worked, but I don't know if anyone's tried.
Well, I know it works in the storybooks, and she will drop her lantern on or set it on the ground, I guess. That might be a fire hazard to just chuck it. But she'll drop it on the ground so we get those cool low-angle shadows stretching out all long and epic as she does the barbarian thing. I would like to bonus action rage, which is not a big bellowing frothing at the mouth. She just goes into more of a runner's high. She gets her cardio up and she just power walks over there. And I will draw my trusty weapon. It's a decorative sign that's quite comically large, and it's live, laugh, lockjaw on account of the rusty nails. And I would like to assault one of those zombies.
Absolutely. Do you have 40 feet of movement?
I do indeed.
Wow. Excellent.
Holy moly.
It's that speed walking.
It is every day at the mall.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your to hit and damage. And everybody, please pre-roll your next few rounds of dice so that we know that you're to hit and damage when we get to you. All right. Go ahead.
And this will be a reckless great weapon master attack. That's a 18 plus 6 is what, 24?
That hits.
That's 13, 16 points of damage.
Wow. My goodness.
Bludgeoning, if it matters.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Ooh, actually, you would say that it looks like they take less damage than a living creature would. Yeah. They don't feel the pain. Which, by the way, in real life does not matter. You still take damage whether or not you feel it. But for these, they need less functionality than others, I guess. Or they're powered by something other than life force. But anyway, yeah, they have resistance from non-magical weapons. Do you have a magical weapon, though? No, probably not. Yeah.
Nope.
First
nope.
game.
Just a sign.
All right. Then the zombies, to describe this visually, you chop its hand off.
Well, if it's still moving, I'd like to do the same thing again.
Whoa, goodness. All
Just
right.
give it what for.
Yeah.
Oh, much worse. That's a 7 to hit.
That misses. I'm going to let you guys know their armor class is only 10. They're not doing a lot of ducking and dodging.
Well, that's all I got. I will try and hold them at me so they don't go scaring these nice folk anymore.
All right, we end the turn with Cordelia 40 feet in front of Cloudio and the female blue dragonborn, which are themselves 20 feet in front of the male with the unkempt hair human. He was in his 30s and already white. It's unfortunate.
Nice. That's tough.
It is your turn, Cloudio. What do you do?
Well, I have the Dragonborn grappled.
Yes, and she turns to you and she looks into your eyes and she gives you she looks right into your eyes. She gives you a very straightforward look and says, "Adventurer?" Oh, wait, sorry. She has a gravelly voice. "Adventurer?"
What's in the bag?
She looks at the guy and the guy shakes his head back and forth. No. And then I have this prepared. She looks at the white-haired human and waits for him to speak. Do an insight check, Cloudio.
Oh, right. Here we go. Insight. 14.
That passes. She looks nervous, like she was caught doing something.
Okay, listen. Right now, you and me are both stuck between a white-haired guy and a pair of zombies. So, we need to figure out what's going on, and the more information I have, the better off we're going to be. So, what is in the bag?
From 20 feet away, he shouts, "We were going for a walk. And now both Cordelia and Cloudio do an insight check on that.
Can I have advantage since I do know she looks a little nervous?
Yeah.
It's a little sus.
Yeah.
That's an 18 for Cordelia.
Oh, baby, you said insight?
Yeah.
23.
You both pass with flying colors. He is lying.
A walk and what else? I mean, there's more than just walking that seems to have happened to have found zombies, a jingling bag. Again, I want to go back to the shovel. I mean, you don't just bring around a shovel anywhere. And dirty knees, too. So you were doing something.
The walk was to leave flowers at my granduncle's grave, the human man with the white hair says. And then the blue dragonborn kind of like rolls her eyes and admits, Slickdraw, she has a gravelly voice, Slickdraw said this was a good way to get extra money for now because the boat didn't get contracts from the race. Yeah, extra money from grave digging.
So is that money in the bag?
Yeah.
Oh, you could have just said that.
Can we go? There's zombies.
How about
your
we all take
adventures?
care of the
Yeah, we'll wait. You can fight the zombies first. We'll wait over here. How's that?
Something tells me that you lied to me the first time around. I don't know if I can trust you right now. So, how about you help us fight the zombies, huh? And I kind of shove her towards the zombies.
I happen to have stats for her. I didn't anticipate that she would be fighting the zombies, but yes, she will. I'm going to add her to the initiative. She's after the zombies. All right. Noted. Go ahead and take your turn. I'm going to say that was all your free action. You recruited a NPC to the party.
Nice.
Slickdraw is a little too slimy to join you, but Felonious will fight on your side.
Gotcha. All right. So, I guess I'm just gonna pull up my short bow and take a shot at the zombies. Sorry. And it's a d6. So it's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And 8 piercing damage.
Are you hitting the same one that was injured or a different one?
Yeah, let's hit the same one.
Okay. Is your weapon magical?
No, it's not.
Oh, you guys are going to die. All right.
Okay.
Noted.
Well, but the good thing is that I have an extra attack. So I'm going to go ahead and do another shot, even though we might die, you know? A 15 to hit with a 6 damage. Piercing.
Noted. It hit. There are 2 arrows sticking out of this zombie like pincushions. And then, from the forest, he was tending some trees in the area when he heard a commotion. It is the druid, Simmond the Kind. What do you look like, Simmond, as you were tending some trees?
Oh, hello. I'm Simmond. I am about 8 feet tall with blue skin and brown hair, wearing a hide armor. I usually have my trusty quarterstaff with me, and yeah, I'm a level 5 druid, just taking care of some whittling over here.
You are 30 feet in the woods off to the side. It's all linear. It's all, just nobody asks questions. It's all linear. You're 30 feet away from zombies, and Cordelia, who you know from the Fire Breathing Kittens, you guys shared a beer. Just met once briefly. You recognize her.
Is she standing right next to the zombies?
Yes, and she just barbarian raged at them, but in like a cool soccer mom way.
Oh. Okay. And the zombies are all grouped together, correct?
Yes, there are 5 of them. I may have halved their number because I think you're gonna die. I don't think it'll help. I think you're still gonna die.
So Simmons doesn't necessarily... Is it Simmons' turn?
Yes.
Simmons doesn't necessarily love the idea of violence, but he doesn't quite understand what's going on, so he's just going to try to control the situation here. So I think Simmons is going to go ahead and cast Wind Wall, which let me go ahead and read this for you.
Yeah, thanks.
So he's going to cast Wind Wall, which says a strong wall of wind rises from the ground at any point within range, which is quite far, 120 feet. It can be up to 50 feet long, any shape, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. I can shape it in any way I want as long as it's a continuous path along the ground. It is only 1 foot thick. And I believe Cordelia, like the space between people is within 5 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can slice right between Cordelia and these zombies here.
Yeah, you could even, with the way they're standing, you could cut them off so that all of them don't attack her in the turn after yours. Because
I'm planning on making this a circle around the zombies, just cutting out Cordelia here. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Small things can't pass through it, like small flying creatures, arrows, things like that. Heavy things like boulders can pass through. Gaseous form cannot pass through.
Okay, so I'm going to do a quick sketch here, and I'm going to send it in the chat. And I normally don't do sketches, but you're going to have to draw a line in between things.
Yes.
Okay, so there in the chat is the center of the clock is Cordelia, and then at 9 and 3 across, like 180 degrees across from one another are 2 zombies, and then at 11, 12, and 1 on the clock are 3 more zombies. So there's 5 zombies in the chat there.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, got it. Oh, yeah. So they're kind of arranged in a semicircle here. So I'm going to make the wall, I'm going to have it skate right between the black X and all the red X's, and then circle around all the red X's. So we have like a narrow like crescent, just completely hemming in all of these things. Like,
you can shape the wall in any way you choose, so long as it makes one continuous path along the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've got 50 feet of wall to work with.
Okay. All right.
How much damage did you say somebody takes inside it?
3d8 bludgeoning magical damage.
I got ideas.
Okay.
So Cordelia is standing sort of surrounded by a semicircle of 5 zombies. I'm going to have the path of the wall of wind cut directly in front of her, separating her from the zombies, and then circle around the backside of that semicircle of zombies. So we basically have like a fat letter C of wall of wind with the 5 zombies inside and Cordelia on the outside.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that happens. And then none of the zombies are in the wall. They're all just like separated by the wall, so they don't take any damage, right?
Not yet. As long as they don't move, they're fine. I don't know if they're mean yet.
Aw, Druid just being like, hey, what's going on? Guys, stop fighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that means that if they try to pass through and attack Cordelia, they'll take 3d8, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Do you call out anything to your friends?
I call out and say, I think we need some answers here.
I agree.
Okay. Now it is the zombies' turn, and all 5 of them pass through that wind wall because brains, life force. So go ahead and roll 3d8 and it'll apply to all 5 of them.
Sure.
Which, you guys, is really good because they were going to kill you very, very badly. They're resistant to non-magical damage. Yeah.
I got 14 damage.
14 to all of them. That's much more survivable.
I mean, I can do it again.
I have noted their new hit points, and the first one that Cordelia lopped the hand off of. That one has a different reaction to the wind wall than everyone else. They walk through the wind wall, and then... Now, that wasn't radiant damage, right?
No, that was bludgeoning magical.
You notice them... 5 plus the damage taken. Yeah, you notice them collapse to the ground, stand up, and then with the wind whipping stuff into their face and bludgeoning them, I'm imagining like straw going through a brick wall. You know, the zombie is hit again by a piece of straw, it goes right through them, and then they collapse to the ground permanently. But you did notice that the first time they went down, they didn't stay down.
Cool.
After the zombies turn, they're going to move and attack. Oh my goodness. Cordelia might die.
They also all get advantage because I attack recklessly.
Oof. So Cordelia.
So y'all can bring it.
Okay. 11 to hit, 17 to hit.
AC 14.
9 to hit. Okay. And then that one is very much a miss. So one of them hits you and does 6 necrotic damage as it sinks its undead teeth into you. This was a human. He was in his 70s. He had white hair and very thin skin and was just going about his business until he became zombified. The bite that he sinks into you deals 6 necrotic damage, and then he heals 6. He appears strengthened by having bitten you, and you are now missing a chunk. That's not good. And now you understand why they were coming for you. After the zombies, it's Felonius's turn. The blue dragonborn. You guys don't know her name. Sorry. Oh gosh. She takes her tail, because dragonborns have tails, and she gets down low and she tail swipes one of those zombies. It is the zombie that bit you, because she's targeting the most dangerous opponent. And she swipes her tail at that 70-year-old man and hits him. And he goes down and is knocked prone. So, Cordelia, it's your turn. The status of things is that these zombies were beaten up very, very badly by the wind wall, which you could see they had the choice to not step into, and they definitely chose to. Then they walked to you, they took a bite out of you, they seemed rejuvenated by that. And there are 3 of them that appear about half health. There's one of them that looks very healthy, but is laying on the ground because Claudio's recruited NPC, Felonius, tail swiped them. What do you do, Cordelia?
Yeah, I'll turn back to Simic and... Hi! Zombies are real! This is wild.
Yeah, they are. You should run.
I will do no such thing. And I will use the flat end of my weapon implement and push them back through that wall again. And that is a 19 and an 18 athletics check for 2 of them. And just run them right back through it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a shove action in D&D, but I'm just going to say with a 19 and a what on an athletics?
And an 18.
Oh my gosh.
The second one.
Yeah, you push 2 of these through the wind wall. Gosh, go ahead and roll 3d8 again, Simmond.
Only 8 damage this time.
8 damage. Okay, and then you guys both see something crazy. I'm going to mark an X to see that they've done this. Because they're used to this wind wall attack, they use what's called paresthesia. The zombie can reduce the damage it takes from a single source by 1d12 points. I'm going to roll a d12 from here real quick. 10. The reduction cannot be applied to radiant damage. Okay, and that wasn't. So the zombies, having been pushed through the wall that they came through voluntarily, they know this wall and they block. They hold up their arms, they stop the straw from hitting them through the skull, and they take no damage from that.
Well, they're also now on the other side of the wall, so they have to pass through again, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And that's my turn.
Move.
Barbarian no want move.
Suit yourself.
There's some head shaking going on. No, thank you. Is being
Did
said.
you push the one on the floor?
No, the number 2 is laying down, the 70-year-old man. Number 3 and 4
Okay.
got pushed through the wall.
In my head, if you had done it, I would have just pictured you just like I don't know, like a broom just pushing him, like dusting him off onto the...
Oh, he's old and frail. Yeah. Is that the end of your turn, Cordelia?
That's everything.
Cloudio, we're on to you. You are 40 feet away from the amazing Felionis, who just knocked one prone, and the barbarian Cordelia, who is kicking butt. And then 30 feet beyond that 40 feet is Simmond, your old friend, came out from the woods like a druid.
Well, thank you for joining us. I mean, I appreciate the wall. And you, Dragon, great job with that tail. I'm glad you decided to help out. But how many zombies are on the outer side of the wall?
One that is prone on the ground, one that is standing.
Okay. I'm looking at the one that's standing. As a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Ensnaring Strike and take a shot at it. Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact. Target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast... Oh, I'm going to cast that and then take a shot at the one that's standing.
All right.
So, Sorry, my modifier is, a 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, cool. And then my damage is going to be 9.
All right, and that's a non-magical?
Yeah, it's still a non-magical attack.
Okay.
The vines are magical if they succeed the strength saving throw.
They do succeed. Well, does a 17 succeed?
Yeah, that's going to succeed because the save is a 12.
Yeah.
All right, so they just take the hit. They don't get entangled.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. At the end of Claudio's turn, the state of things, Simmond, is that Cloudio is 40 feet further back beyond the zombies with Cordelia, and you are 30 feet away from them. What do you do, Simmond?
Okay. So the zombies are 30 feet away from me?
Yes.
Okay. And just a clarification point, can I pass Thorn Whip through the wall? It's not a projectile. I think it would take damage if it had HP, but I don't believe it has HP.
Is Thorn Whip being cast starting at you and heading towards them? In which case, I think the Thorn Whip would be blown away by the wind, or if it's started inside the wall and whipping them, I think it would work.
I don't think the spell specifies. Thorn Whip lashes out at your command toward a creature in range. It doesn't say the start point.
Yep. I mean, really, you could have any thorn in the area, like one that was next to the zombies, lash out at them. That's very thematic in the wood setting that we are.
Sure. And, all right, and it does let me move creatures as well. So I'm going to attack. Yeah, you know where that's going. Yep. I'm going to use Thorn Whip.
Oh, it's so druidy and cool.
Against one of the zombies inside the wall right now. I pre-rolled. It is going... I don't think Thorn Whip has a... to hit on this. I think it just does.
It says, make a melee spell attack against the target.
There it is. Make a melee spell target. So that's plus your spell save DC.
Do you guys know Cloudio and Cordelia?
It'd be plus your wisdom and your proficiency.
Yes.
Yep, I have it written here. Yep, plus 7. So I rolled 12, 19 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. So, and I rolled this already. I did 10 damage with my Thorn Whip to one of the zombies inside the wall.
Cool.
And then I'm going to drag the zombie back through the wall again with the Thorn Whip, which dealt 14 damage.
Oh, zombie number 4 is not getting up. Gonna say that this one was a half-orc, and they are very down. They were, you'd say, buried not recently. And
Okay.
And they're staying down. But
and to finish my turn, I'm going to say, I said move.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for something. The last thing that hit them was a 14, so the odds are pretty low. Yeah, no, they don't. They stay down. But you saw them get up for a second and then lay back down again. Okay.
Wasn't it worth the effort?
Rest in peace.
Is that the end of your turn, Simmond the Kind?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's the zombies' turn. Well, one of them is through a wind wall, so let's see if they even get through the wind wall. I think they have to use the reaction on this. They can only do this once per turn. They roll a d12, and paresthesia, yes, they reduce the damage from the wind wall by 10. Go ahead and roll the damage for the wind wall.
9.
Yep. It's called paresthesia, which is the name for when your leg falls asleep. That's the whole zombie. Yeah. So they reduce that damage, and then they're going to... Oh my goodness. Cordelia, this is coming at you. Does a 19 hit
Live.
It surely does.
you? Please note that you've been bitten by zombies, okay? Because you're once again going to take 6 damage, and this zombie's going to heal. It's also looking really good now. Oh.
Good as in what way? Like, looking good or like...
It's a sexy zombie.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, we've seen fast zombies, we've seen smart zombies. Now we've got sexy zombies.
Roll 42.
Zombie number 3 is whatever you want to imagine, listener. I'm not going to describe that one.
Mad Lib zombie.
Yeah, whatever your image of that would be. Okay. The zombie that was prone, I think it has to use its whole movement standing up, but Cordelia didn't move away. Cordelia shakes their head. They are brave and strong, and they are bitten once again by a zombie. That was a 17 on the dice. You definitely did not touch that one. Take another 6 damage. Cordelia, what are you at? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm just fine. On a scale of 1 to 55, I'm about a 37.
Okay.
Sounds like too specific.
This zombie looks like as good as it looked when you first started the fight, shall we say. Felionis is there, though, and the blue dragonborn is going to make a tail swipe. And miss. Good try, Felionis. You were useful once. Cordelia, it's your turn to describe the state of things. There are 3 zombies. One of them looks amazing. It's the 70-year-old guy. He was just like, undead is better for him than alive. That zombie looks great. Then we have a zombie that's about middling in how it's looking. One eyeball's popping out, but that's about it. And then we have a zombie that's hardly held together by anything. They are all within 5 feet of you. And they are all within 5 feet of a wind wall.
Yeah, so I will take a reckless Great Weapon Master swing at the one that is barely hanging on there.
Yes, the one that's barely hanging on. Got it. Well, it is literally barely hanging together.
That is a 12 to hit. That's fairly low.
It hits. They only have an AC of 10. They don't really dodge. They just kind of stand there.
But they take hits like there's no tomorrow.
That's 17 points of damage.
Ooh. What is half of 17?
It is non-magical, though.
Half of 17 is 8. Oh, the zombie goes down. And we do a roll. Oh, nice. That is higher than 8. So, the zombie goes down, but then it stands back up.
Y'all, I just can't with these, and I will push him through the wind wall. That is an athletics check of 14.
All right, and now I do normally charge an action for a push. Do you have any special...
Is it not replacing an attack?
Oh, gosh, yes. Okay, if you...
At 5th level, I have 2 attacks?
Yeah, if you're replacing an attack with it, yes, you can push. Simmond, you don't even have to roll that because that zombie was at 1 hit point.
Okay.
So, Cordelia, describe what it looks like as you take out zombie number 5.
Yeah, I figure he was just sort of barely hanging on tendons and whatnot, so I push him through, and that wind just kind of scatters him to the dust.
Yes! Excellent. Is that the end of your turn?
That's everything.
Cloudio, we are to you. You are 40 feet away. There are 2 zombies remaining. One of them looks better, you would say, than it did when the fight started. It's the 70-year-old man. And the other one is about, there's an eyeball popping out. But it looks okay.
All I have is a pea shooter, but I'm gonna go ahead and just take 2 shots at the one that looks worse. So the first shot is going to be... Oh, actually, before I do that, can I hunter's mark that one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hunter's mark it so that way I can do a little more damage. But my first roll is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Perfect, awesome. And then it's gonna be... It was 9, so it's 14 total. Piercing, though.
Yep. And it took half that, so that zombie is still standing, but it looks like a stiff breeze could knock it over.
Well, I have a second shot, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And then 6 damage.
Another 3 taken. It's at 7 hit points.
And then, whenever range... Deal an extra whenever you hit with a weapon attack. So yeah, Hunter's Mark applies again for another 5 damage.
Nice. Another 2 taken. We're down to 5 hit points on this zombie. Its other eye pops out.
Ah, I got nothing. I don't have a one-liner.
That's okay. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
After Cloudio, we're to Simmond. Simmond, there are 2 zombies left. One of them looks fantastic. He could run a marathon, and he's 70. And the other one, well, its other eye popped out. What do you do?
Claudia is still right in the way, correct?
Cordelia, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Cordelia. Yes. Okay. I tell you what. Let's go ahead and burn our spell slots. Why not? I am going to cast Summon Beast, which will allow me to conjure a certain amount of animals up to a certain CR level. 1 CR2, 2 CR1, so on and so forth. 8 CR1 quarters, right?
Will that drop your wind wall?
Does this require concentration? Let's see. It is concentration, so yes, it will drop the wind wall. So the wind wall goes down, and I am going to summon a herd of elk, 8 of them, CR 0.25, coming out of the forest here.
Okay. I guess I add the initiative order for the elk. right?
I think summoned animals count under my initiative, so they're part of my turn.
Okay, so they start on the turn after or the same turn? I'm going to ask Cordelia's player because they seem more experienced in this.
Yeah, I always just do it on the same turn because it's easier for the bookkeeping. I'm not. I think officially they roll their own initiative, but I found it to be a pain in the buns and easy to forget.
Okay, is it on the turn they come out or is it on one turn after?
I usually do the same turn, but
Okay.
I don't actually know the official rules.
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right, so Simmond, what did your 8 elk do to that zombie? Those zombies.
Oh, there's 2 of them, correct?
2 zombies left.
Okay, so I'll have 4 of them target each one. They are going to make the charge attack. They move at least 20 feet straight toward the target and hit it with a ram attack on the same turn. The target takes an extra 7 damage.
Okay, what are your 2 hits?
Plus 5 to hit. So do I roll just 1 or do I roll all 8?
8.
Okay. All right, so we're going to say this is a d20 plus 5. So let me just add that modifier. And then their DC is 10, right?
Yeah, their AC is 10.
So hit, miss, hit, hit. So the first one takes 3 hits. And then hit. Actually, that was 17. Okay, yeah. One miss, 2. But they both take 3. Okay.
All right.
So 14 damage, 16 damage to the first one.
Okay, and that's halved because they're not magical, they're just elk.
Okay.
All right, so 7, 7, and 8.
Mm-hmm. And then 12, 14,
Oh
11.
my gosh, it's hanging on with 1 hit point. It was so
What?
healthy. It was very healthy. Now, the other one was at 5, so you can just describe what happens to this one because it was at 5 hit points, this zombie.
Oh, the 3 elk ram into it with their antlers and tear off an arm, tear off part of the head, and then tear off a big part of the torso. Just a big hole right there.
All right.
I believe it falls to the ground.
Yeah, it does. And then it revives, and then they kick it again. All right. Does that end your turn?
It does. Although the elk are still here, I have them for an hour as long as I have concentration.
Nice. Oh, I should let you know that before you joined the party, 20 feet further beyond Cloudio is an escaping white-haired humanoid. If you want to do anything about that.
Oh, I certainly can. They have a speed of 50 and are rideable.
Okay. After Simmond, the zombies have one last turn. That previously could run a marathon old man turns to Cordelia and is going to try to sink their gums into you one last time.
Well, he can bite me.
Does that mean his dentures are already stuck and that's all he has left?
Does a 10 hit you?
It surely does not.
All right, that's its turn. Felonious swipes with her tail. Oh, 19 on the dice, leaving it prone. And Cordelia, it's your turn.
No need to reckless. I will just make 2 great weapon master strikes. That is an 18 on the die. I don't feel like we need to math that out.
Nah.
For 19, 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm supposed to make a save against a Constitution saving throw against the roll taken. And with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, and they got a 17 on the dice. Plus 3 is 20. So that means the zombie does not rise again.
I'll hit it once more for good measure.
Nice. And that ends initiative. Good job, everybody. I'm going to describe the scene. Simmond, you are in the woods, about 30 feet off to the side of the path that has the corpses of zombies, and Cordelia. There's also a dragonborn with Cordelia. 40 feet away from town are Cloudio, and then 20 feet past Cloudio, again away from town on the path, is a white-haired human male with unkempt hair who seems to be booking it.
They seem to be booking it?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to command the elk to scoop everyone up in their antlers and bring everyone over to a nice little campfire.
Okay. Successful. I had a DC of 5 to the intimidation check. I think a herd of elk does it.
Good.
You have rounded up one slippery human man.
Perfect. Does he look like he's going anywhere now?
No.
Okay, good. Now, how about we all just sit here around the campfire? You know, maybe take a little bit of a short rest here while we do so, and just kind of everybody, let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Let's really understand each other here.
That sounds good to me. I mean,
Oh, I would love that.
yeah.
I will read what you missed because it is only fair. They had set out from Nicomoy right after accepting the flyer from the jobs board, but because it was still winter, the sun set early and caught them with it already dark out. That's what you missed.
Oh, so it's nighttime right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And do we have any history coming from the crazy-haired, white-haired man, or anybody want to fill me in on what's happening? Why there are zombies?
Well, it turns out these two are grave robbers trying to get some money.
Hey,
And,
I resent that, says Slick
Is it
Jaw.
untrue?
Of course not. Do an insight check.
All right.
I was visiting my great uncle's grave.
15.
He is lying.
Yeah, unless they dug up the uncle, because again, I mean, the shovel, I really want to keep on pointing out the shovel. You don't bring a shovel to a grave without, digging some dirt on someone.
Simmond pats his arm and says, we can't judge the choices of others. Everyone is fighting a struggle that we know nothing about. Moving on
I'm
with the
very
story.
much in agreement. It does look a little sus.
That's fine. I'm still listening. I'm withholding my suspicions.
What was your great uncle's name? Perhaps we can make sure he's properly laid to rest again.
Insight check as he tries to come up with a name. Bob.
That's a 3.
Definitely it was Bob.
Question, actually. Are the zombies still on the floor nearby?
Yeah.
Is that your great uncle there, the one that our friend Cordelia kind of smashed into bits?
With a performance check of 16. He raises his arms above his head and goes, "Great Uncle Bob."
Oh, by the light, I am sorry about that.
It's no matter. I mean, I think he got his dinner's worth tonight out off of you, Cordelia. How are you feeling, by the way?
Oh, yeah, no, you can't go out on an adventure not to get a scrape or two.
Yeah, but something has to be said about 3 bites. You were a full course dinner for Bob over there. It's a little crazy.
Well, how long had Uncle Bob been in the ground? It seems like he might have been hungry.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Wow, zombies are real, huh? This is wild.
Yeah, that's the takeaway from that. That's for sure.
I'm gonna just perform a medicine check on Bob to see how long I think he's been decomposing. I actually rolled a nat 20 on that.
Ooh.
Nice. You can tell that all of these corpses were buried at various times. I'm not a I keep saying this every 5 episodes. I wish I knew more about normal corpse decomposition. But if I looked it up, I would be on some kind of watch list. So I don't have that knowledge. But you would say that these corpses were decomposing at a pretty normal rate for a pretty recent time that wasn't all at the same time ago.
This is a plug for any of you morticians out there who like to play D&D. I mean, don't be afraid to join us. We would love to get an expert here on the show to make sure that we're on top of our corpse knowledge.
Body Farm, where are you at? Tell me.
Yeah, I can send you a documentary later. Anyways, so all right. So these are maybe plausible. Maybe this is Bob. Probably not, but that's okay. Like
No,
I said,
you
I'm
are
not here
convinced
to judge you.
this is not Bob. He definitely made that up. You had an insight check several times.
Simmond, I would direct the questions more to the Dragonborn friend because they seem to be a little more guilty than Mr. Whitehair over there. So if you have any questions, definitely ask her.
Yes, ma'am. What was your name?
Gravelly voice. I'm Felionis. Ganbold.
very nice to meet you. What's your take on all of this? Like I said, grave robbing, it's fine. We all have to make a living, I understand. But where did the zombies come from?
I wish I knew. We were just digging. Sorry, Slickdraw. And all of a sudden, they came out from the ground at us. That's never happened before.
Did you see any suspicious characters?
Those zombies.
What was the profile of the graves you were digging? I mean, let's just air it out. You guys were digging graves. That doesn't,
Yeah.
Your grave diggers, grave robbers.
Yeah, we had to make money from something because the boat didn't get contracts from the race.
What boat?
Oh, what race?
And that is the episode Bodie McKittenface, listeners. Give that one a listen.
Good segue. I don't know. I was not in Bodie Mc. So yeah, what kind of graves were you kind of around? I mean, it either could have been someone who raised this, that's my guess. I mean, or you guys were just hanging around the wrong turf, sprung a trap. I don't know. Those are my ongoing theories.
I don't think what we were doing was all that hard to believe. Why are you all here in the middle of the night on this road to Mishwi?
Excellent question. I mean, there was a flyer that we kind of read, and we're out on an adventure.
Which reminds you, Cloudio, of the flyer that you're holding in your hand.
Look at that. Perfect timing. Would anyone like to read this?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Simmond brings it to the light of Cordelia's hooded lantern and reads, "Hello, fire-breathing kittens. It has been a while. Barry Rawlings here. I hope you all are doing well. A monist, how's that ring of invisibility I made you holding up? Well, enough small talk. As you know, I'm an artificer who makes magical items using the monster parts I find on my hikes. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to get to work with the strange oddities that adventurers such as yourselves bring me. Last week, a man came to me saying his son had gone missing from the Hokkaido Mountain Zoo. He brought with him some strange magical dust that he had collected. I started doing research on the dust, and it is very strange. I could use some help. Please come see me in my workshop in Mishwi. Second left turn in town, 3 blocks down. It's the green and purple painted cottage. If you reach the waterfall, you've gone too far. Signed, Barry Rawlings."
Well, he seems delightful. We should absolutely help him.
I agree. I'd love to take part of those hikes.
And I think that answers your question about what we were doing on our way to Mishwi.
Oh, sorry for presuming. Of course you weren't grave robbing. I don't see a shovel.
See, the shovel's really the indicator. Thank you. You're catching along. I'm glad you joined us.
If I may, and I really don't mean to cast judgment. Everybody's got their own things going on, and they gotta find a way to make to get by, as it were. But why are we asking people who are going to lie to us questions? We could just follow these tracks from the zombies. They weren't exactly covering their tracks here.
That's true. I mean, you got me beat there.
All right. Is anyone here a little bit more dexterous than I am? You know, big fingers.
Cat fingers. Well, paws. But the claws really help out.
Okay. I feel like we should hold on to these. You know, people are going missing, and I don't want anything bad to happen to these people. Let me just put them up on the elk, and do you think you could take some of this rope here and just tie them to the antlers a bit?
That sounds a mite like kidnapping.
Oh, Felonius, you don't mind, right?
I would just join you. How about if I voluntarily join you? I will keep you company. How does that sound?
That sounds just fine. But still, it's a long way. Maybe up on the elk. I'll get on one too.
What a lovely ride, she says. And Slickdraw says, "Riding an elk is such a luxury."
It is indeed, good sir. And he offers him a hand up onto the elk.
Now you have less literally captive, but just as figuratively captive NPCs.
All right.
All right, they're going to follow you guys because you've expressed a desire. I, as the DM, respect that, and they will not try to escape. They will follow you for the rest of the adventure. So you tell me when they're not here.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna pull Simmond aside and say I would still keep an eye on the guy with the white hair. I mean, not that I know you like to trust people and stuff like that. I'll give you that shot, but he, I don't know, something just he lies a lot. Let's just say that.
He has not said a true thing.
My dear, I am a druid. Our highest stat is wisdom.
Good. Okay. Just mine is not. It's all right. I'm not strong, but I'm fast.
I've got you. It's all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shall we follow some tracks?
Yeah, Cloudio, why don't I give you a hand? You can show me some of the finer points of zombie tracking. Wow, what an evening.
Yes, of course. This way.
Onward.
Night has completely fallen. Whoo, whoo, calls something in the distant darkness. How
Oh,
long?
hello. Who's there?
It was an owl.
I can speak to animals.
Oh,
That's a druid thing to do.
you can? Oh, okay. It goes,
Speech of beast and leaf. Yes.
cool. It goes, whoo. And you understand that to mean, what do owls say? I guess they say, I'm here, don't come here, other owls. These mice are mine.
Yeah. I don't think they can talk back. They can just understand me, and I have advantage with them.
Okay. It says, whoo, which is, you look like you're too big to eat mice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're working our way through.
How long do you continue to walk off the path in the woods?
How well do I see the tracks? I guess because I guess I am leading this charge now.
Perception check.
I will use the help action to give you advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you do have the lantern. Oh yeah, a 23.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're very perceptive. Everyone else, following behind Cloudio, notices that he has led you to a place where rows of dark, shadowy, waist-height stone slabs are neatly arranged in lines. For Cloudio the tracker, you're very perceptive. You hear the earth rustling 50 feet away in the 3 o'clock direction.
Oh, does anyone else hear it?
Just you.
Okay. Okay. So, this looks like a graveyard, but I also hear some strange earth rumbling, unless there's an earthquake coming. I mean, druid, I don't know, make of that what you will. Can you hear it also? It's about in the 3 o'clock direction.
Perception check. I'm also going to cast guidance on myself real quick. Just add a d4 to that. Well, I didn't need to. I rolled a 19, so yeah.
You hear the earth rustling 50 feet away in the 3 o'clock direction.
Can I call out to the rustling sound? Say, excuse me, please show yourself. With advantage. Oh.
Y'all, is it zombies? Is it more zombies?
Can anyone see this area yet, 50 feet away?
Well, the hooded lantern's light is not 50 feet, I don't think.
No, I think it's 30.
Okay, well, I guess we just need to move forward a little bit.
I'll take point.
Cordelia takes point and shines the hooded lantern upon a halfling is half in, half out of the ground, reaching to free itself.
I'll give that little half and halfling a hand.
It bites you, takes 6 damage, and it heals 6 HP.
Oh, I have misunderstood.
Its eyes are vacant. It does not appear to breathe, but it does gulp air in order to emit a dull growl, which exits from its lips reminiscent of a death rattle.
Another 6 damage? Yeah. Oh, not friendly, not friendly.
Are we rolling initiative? Are we in a battle right now?
This is kind of a flavor battle. If you want to double tap it, you can. If you want to leave it alone, you can. It's just a half in, half out halfling.
I've decided Simmond is very in favor of laying zombies back to rest. I think a couple of quick thorn whips should do it.
Yeah, we're gonna like slide over that, and then it's still.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I guess moving forward, we should probably cleanse the world of all of these.
Yeah, maybe don't get like biting close if you can help it.
Cordelia's player, you really must note on your character sheet that she has been bitten.
I'm pretty convinced Cordelius is kind of into this kind of thing at this point because it's happening too often for it to be an accident.
Well, again, metagaming. What is a barbarian's wisdom stat? I really think we need to examine this.
It's an 8.
I'm so sorry.
So, Cordelia, you are the only one who knows this. I want the other people to not know this. Because you cut it with slashing damage as you dispatched this halfling, and earlier in the battle you were a bit in a rage, but it's coming to you now. The blood that oozed out glittered with fine, sparkly particles in it. But only you noticed that because the others didn't get close enough. So.
Writing that down.
Okay, so I take it this is where you guys were doing your digging?
Felonius, the blue dragonborn, says, yes. I don't know how to do a gravelly voice. Yes.
Okay. And what, you were just digging for gold, huh?
Yes.
By the way, how much did you come up? Because that bag sounded pretty full. I mean...
She starts to back away. Her eyes widen. It's pretty clearly a large amount. And she she's leading her elk back and the elk stops and looks at her like, no.
Okay, actions speak louder than words. I get it. Look, we're not in the business of ratting anyone out. I think the bigger problem is where the zombies came from. Look, the gold is gold. Zombies are a different issue. So what happened? Paint the scene for me for how the zombies came out. What were you doing? Where were you?
We were digging. And Slickjaw's going to take over because she's kind of too loyal to really say much. And he admits, okay, so we were digging. And we've done this before. It's normally not a big deal. Make a quick 1,000 gold. Who cares? And then... this time they dug their way out the moment our shovel freed them from the ground. It was like pop, pop, popcorn. I've never seen corpses so willing to exit the earth.
Have you been to this graveyard before?
No, it's our first time. We're from Nikamui.
Interesting. What do you guys make of this?
How many times did y'all get bitten? They're just having a field day with me. It's like mosquitoes out here.
0 times. You're the only bitten one.
Huh.
Cordelia, this is not good for you. But we're gonna keep going. But
this is strange. I mean, zombies only here. Have we heard? I mean, this is really strange. Can we do? Okay, let's check out the zombies to see, or let's check out the. I don't know. Let's check something out. I'm not good with any investigation type stuff, but okay, let's look at the halfling one. It's the most recent one. Can I investigate to see if there's anything weird about the actual halfling or its grave or anything?
yes.
Okay, perception check or?
Investigation.
All right, sounds good. 18.
Now you too are aware of the fact that it's blood that oozes out. Glitters with fine sparkly particles in it.
Okay. And as I might note, I've had friends who are halflings, and I've seen them bleed. So I know this is... Okay, guys, this is a little weird. This blood is a little sparkly. It's not regular blood. Do you mind checking this out, Simmond? I don't know if you know anything about healing or... Well, you know about nature and stuff like that. Does this look familiar?
The other ones were like that, too. I just thought that was how zombies went. Y'all are the experts.
No. Zombies are just reanimated people. So the blood should be the same, if at all.
I'll do a medicine check. I only rolled a 7, but I have a +7, so 14.
I'm proficient. I can help you.
Oh, yeah? Okay. So, yeah, So you're going to give me an assist, so I'll roll again to a 13, and I'll do a guidance as well. Only a +1, so 13, so it's 20. 21 for my medicine check to see if I know anything about glittery blood.
There is not a species in Guaso that has glittery blood that you know of, except angelings, and this one isn't an angeling.
And Cordelia, I know as a barbarian, probably not big on these topics. Anybody good at Arcana?
+0. It ain't my worst.
Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, I have a +0 as well, so not my strong suit.
Well, I'll give it a go.
All right.
8.
No.
Narp?
This glittering might be magical.
Well, Claudio, y'all knew zombies were around before. How do they usually come about? Is it some sort of desecration, or maybe there's a necromancer hereabouts? Are they real too?
Never encountered one. Last time, well, my only familiarity with zombies is a museum, as far as I know. And well, the theme of the museum was like kind of creepy and stuff like that. So, origins of zombies, I will be honest, I don't know. But like I said, this is my first time interacting with them. But yeah.
You're going to have to give me the name of that museum. I would love to take my kids. I think Hunter would be real, just chuffed to bits to take a walk around that. But maybe that's not a right here, right now sort of thing. Maybe we should just take a look around and see if we can find something that's maybe disturbed or that's been added or taken away.
Yeah, I mean, let's also ask the residents of this place if they've noticed anything different because, I mean, zombies are maybe a tourist attraction. I don't know. Maybe they know about them. So, it's the dead of night, so let's see if anyone's up and actually noticed any of this activity too. All right, so let's go check out to see if anyone's up. Any guards or anything may have noticed.
Do you follow the path into Mishwi?
I'd like to check around here, at least cursory, just spread out, 50 feet and check the area and see if anything jumps out of this.
Yeah.
Literally or figuratively.
I feel like we should probably also, if we're checking around with people, maybe Barry should be the first one that we check in with. Remember there was a strange glittery powder he mentioned?
Yeah, why don't we bring some of this blood, see if he knows what to make of it. At the very least, he might give us something for it.
Oh, actually, I don't know if I can post. I do have a bag of holding now. That was my shopping before this. Can I just go ahead and put some zombie parts in the bag of holding?
Yeah. Go ahead and write down on your character sheet that you made contact with the bloody zombie parts.
Okay.
Cordelia is smiling.
Yeah, how's that feel? That little asterisk.
Feels like I'm gonna need to go find a priest.
Go ahead and roll that perception check for the 50 feet around abouts.
I don't think that was me, right?
That was Cordelia.
Okay.
18.
Okay. You find a amulet of your choice from the Dungeon Master's Guide at uncommon level status, and it's dirty. Like there's dirt on it.
Just like it was in the ground, or
Yeah.
some sort of corruption, or...
No, like someone
Yeah.
recently dug it up and dropped it when they were fleeing from zombies.
Yeah, I will pocket that and keep looking around.
That's what you find.
I will return to everybody else and tell them, well, I found more ill-begotten gains, which apparently now I am party to. In for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose.
Did it come from a grave?
It did not. Well, not when I had it, but and she'll kind of eye the others.
All right, technically then you're not a grave robber, so that's good.
It's never great when you're coming down to technicalities on grave robbing.
So you're on their team now, huh?
You guys are very stuck on this. Grave robbing is one of the oldest professions in the book.
Listen,
It hurts.
I'm just giving.
It hurts no one. They're already dead.
Well, not in this case. I don't know if you can make that argument here.
Oh, they're still dead. They just...
Well, they may have done us a favor. Did you pull any weapons off them?
No, but they pulled off some skin from you. That's all I know.
That's a fair point. Is there any... Have we actually examined that bag?
The grave robbing bag?
Yes.
You had not.
They don't seem too keen on letting us take a peek.
Maybe if I ask... Felonius,
Yes.
could we just take a look-see at that little bag you got there?
Okay. Slickjaw's like, Felonius, no. And then she hands you a bag. It has 1,000 gold worth of stolen graveyard jewelry in it.
Stolen graveyard jewelry? I don't think I have detect magic.
Ooh, no, I don't either.
Yeah. So it's just jewelry. Does any of it look sinister at all? Like maybe something that a necromancer might have worn?
No.
All right. Well, Cordelia, what do you think we should do with this? I hand her the bag.
Well, it was you who said it was fine to take from graves. I suppose highway robbery is another ancient profession, but unless we're stopping them from doing things, I think that's theirs.
All right. I'll stand by your judgment. I'll pass the bag back to Slickdraw.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
We won't speak of this, of course. But I really, thank you. We don't have much.
I understand that. Just keep an eye on that stuff. I don't know if any of it. Maybe find a priest and have them look over it. Don't tell them where it's from.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, carry on.
So yeah, let's go to what was his name again? I forgot.
Barry.
Barry. There we go.
They follow the path into Mishwi. This is a pretty small town. There are only a few blocks of buildings, with most of them stretching out along the main street you came in on. You have reached the first T intersection, which has a pharmacy, a post office, a refueling station, and a school. They're all closed because it's late at night. You're at a T intersection. Where do you go?
I believe there were directions on the, I believe it was the 2nd Street, 3rd house down. It's purple and green.
Yeah, we have the note. We can read it, right?
You can read it. You are reminded that the note said, "Second left turn in town, then 3 blocks down. It's the green and purple painted cottage."
Second left turn. So let's go straight.
They proceed straight, my smart players. You reach the second T intersection, which has a factory, a market, a park with a playground, and a town hall. They're all closed because it's late at night.
Well, here we go left.
They turn left. How many blocks down do you go?
For all the listeners, he is holding up 3 fingers right now. Yes, he is holding up his 3 fingers.
Okay. All right. You are standing in front of a green and purple painted cottage.
Is this color? Is this the color that
Yes.
the note said? Oh, okay, good. Oh, sorry, my eyes are... Well, no, they're good. I just want to make sure you guys...
We also just need to comment just briefly on the growth of our DM, who in the past would have said, the notes magically disappeared. You're on your own. You didn't write it down. You're screwed.
Classic adventure game mechanics.
Yeah, growth. Yep, appreciate it. So let's just take a let's knock loudly on the door.
The door opens, and a tall, wide half-orc wearing khaki shorts and a safari-style button-up shirt beams down at you. Fire-breathing kittens, I presume? I'm Barry Rawlings. Which fire-breathing kittens do I have the pleasure of meeting tonight?
Well, I'm Simmond.
I'm Cloudio.
And I'm Cordelia. It's great to meet you, and I'm sorry to disturb you at such an hour.
That's okay. I'm self-employed. I set my own hours. So I'm often late into the night working in my workshop. Barry walks over to a shelf in his workshop and withdraws a gray box. Which brings me to where the top and bottom clamshell together are 2 lines of gold on this gray box. Holding it gingerly, he brings the box over to you, welcoming you into his home. Do you all step inside?
Of course.
Sure.
Yes. And these are our friends, by the way. Not grave robbers, and they're joining us for tonight.
Are we sure we want to bring grave robbers into his house?
They're not, though. So...
But if they're here as like our +2, and then they get up to shenanigans, that's on us.
Well, we saved their butts. Plus, we can probably negotiate some findings after this.
They've already promised us their best behavior, and I'm sure, he gives them a glance, that they're going to uphold that.
Slickdraw says, "Of course, I'm always on my best behavior." Do an insight check.
13.
Yeah, he's probably telling the truth.
Okay.
This is my sideways head shake, listeners.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Okay, they join too. Holding the box gingerly, Barry brings it over to you and sets it down on a desk. Carefully, leaning in slowly, he holds his breath and gently opens the lid. A fine powder, softer than sand, glitters inside. It's sparkling.
This dust is so magical. Each particle is a small packet of energy from the school of magic of enchantment, transmutation, or conjuration. They're so energetic that they're vibrating together, humming together in a musical note just beyond what ears can hear. How many dust particles coming together changes the resonant frequency, the pitch, see?
The buff hiker artificer sets down the box, saying,
I'll just get a spoon here. Wouldn't want to touch it with my bare hands.
He turns
Why?
around. Oh, he turns back to you.
These energetic little particles will pass right through your skin and bury themselves into you, seeking your life core.
But don't worry. I've designed a magnet that'll draw it out if it gets inside you.
I sure hope you have a bunch of those magnets handy.
Can I just compare? Can I pull out the zombie? Can I warn him first and then pull out the zombie parts? Just compare these sparkles.
Yes, the blood oozing from the zombie arm is, even to your not magically trained eyes, the same as the sparkle. Sort of like matching hollow. You know, that's hollow, this is hollow. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, same sparkle. And he goes,
Oh my, had you been touching this?
Yes, could we borrow those magnets, please?
yes, he turns back to his shelf and withdraws a foot-long cast iron rod.
I designed this to pull out any dust that buries under your skin. We wouldn't want to leave that in there. Based on the harmonics for the schools of magic this dust vibrates at, I would deduce that would be quite transformative.
The moment he carries that cast iron magnet wand out from the shelf and gets close to you with it, you feel it dancing deep within you, Cordelia especially, and Simmond. It feels like there's something itching under your skin.
Oh, that is not exactly pleasant. Kind of nice when it finally leaves, though.
Absolutely.
And it does. It flies out of your skin, and it's kind of gross that it like wells up on the skin and then like drifts out of the skin and clusters onto the magnet iron rod.
How nice did that leave? Is it like the bends or some such?
You're fine. You're not injured.
Good.
It wasn't cool. It was not cool, but you're fine. So he takes this amount of dust with the glove on and kind of like gets it off of the rod and collects it into his hand and holds it out so you can see it but not touch it and says,
"You can hear it humming."
And everybody go ahead and make an Arcana check.
12.
11.
7.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You're just going to have to believe him. He says,
I want to get even more of this dust. If it's singing like this with just a tiny bit, imagine the chorus when there's more of it together.
Well, you could probably extract some of it from the zombie parts I brought you. I saw on your flyer you can use monster parts for things, so I just went ahead and brought them.
Excellent.
and he withdraws about a quarter cup from the zombies.
Wonderful.
Ooh, it's very concentrated. So let's think what could be happening here. We're still trying to figure out where these zombies are coming from. And you're telling me there's this magical dust that we found in the zombies. So any thoughts? Do we know how any of these people died? Is there a record of deaths and we can figure out maybe who these people are? And did they have deaths of strange circumstances recently where they might have been exposed to dust?
Perception check, everybody, while you're thinking about this.
Oh, I'm going to cast guidance, so everyone add a 1d4.
Is guidance a cantrip or something? How are you doing it so much?
Guidance is a cantrip. I can add a 1d4 to any ability roll whenever I want.
With guidance, that's a 9.
Ooh. With perception, right? Mm-hmm. 20.
7 plus something. Perception. 11.
None of you see or can react to Slickdraw's eyes as you're all being like, dust? What? Slickdraw's eyes widen to take in a finished magical amulet lying on the workbench. He sneaks over to the workbench. Better than you all can perceive him. You didn't see it.
With a 20?
No, it's a 23. He catches the eye of Felionis and, motioning for her to stand in front of and cover him, he slides the jewelry into one of his many, many pockets. None of you saw that. Keep going. Cordelia was very right. I'm glad you're smiling. You were right.
All right. Well, we saw nothing.
No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just thoughts. Barry, what do you think?
I would love to get more of this. This dust is fascinating.
I guess I have a follow-up question since we don't know how they died. Has there been anyone strange around here? Any I don't know, any new neighbors? Any new residents?
Any new necromancers?
Oh, yeah, there you go, necromancers or anyone that... How did you find this first set of dust also?
Ferris Horbinger brought it to me. I wonder why this dust was found where Ferris's son went missing. It was such an odd story. Ferris said that his son went into the bathrooms, which only had one door in or out. The boy, Trevor, went in through the only door. His father, Ferris, went in to look for him, but he wasn't there. The only unusual thing about the scene was that this dust was there.
Oh, that's a big blow. Wow, that is a lot more than I expected. Child missing, then dust. Okay, what do you guys make of these?
Maybe the child turned into dust?
That does not make it any better for me. Oh, man.
Nor I. It's quite the tragedy for anything to befall a child.
Well, let's hope that we can still find him.
Yeah, have there been search efforts that we might be able to link up with?
And that was the episode Doo-Doo the Poo-Doo at the Zoo Zoo. Such a name. That was that episode, everybody, if you want to listen to that. They found the dust. They did not find the child. They're all linked together.
I guess it's a little late, but we can ask around. So Ferris's child missing, but it has a connection with the dust.
Yeah, the child was last seen in the bathroom. The dad, Ferris, went into the bathroom, couldn't find the child, and there was no other exit. And Jenny searched pretty well. There was no other exit in that bathroom, and they never found the kid. But the only unusual thing that they found was dust. This dust, which is weird. It's very magical.
Okay. And this is how you came about this dust that you have now, right? No other way?
Yes. Ferris Horbinger brought me this dust and said as an artificer that I should look into it. And I did. I investigated. It has an unusual humming sound to it, and its components are conjuration, transmutation, and enchantment.
Okay. And any suspects that we should be looking at? I mean, again, anyone strange that's been around town, maybe had any particular interest in, sad to say it, but like in Ferris or any of the, like, is there any particular reason it might have been Ferris's son?
I had never met Ferris or his son before Ferris came to me with the dust. He doesn't live in Mishwi. He lives in Nicomoy.
Oh, interesting.
Have we shown him what we collected yet?
Yeah.
Okay. How similar is what we collected to that dust that they found at the site?
Why, this is the same dust.
Inside the blood? Perhaps there was a battle there that somebody cleaned up?
I guess follow-up question. We encountered zombies. How many other zombie encounters have you had lately?
There are zombies?
Okay, yeah, there are zombies. That's what those monster parts are.
That's crazy. I'm so intrigued by this as an artificer.
Okay, well, sorry, I didn't mean to blow your mind like that. But yeah, zombies, big correlation with the dust. And you mentioned something about life force. That is way beyond the scope of my knowledge. So that's something for maybe you to look into. I give you that task, Mr. Artificer, as we will investigate some more dust stuff.
You found this in our graveyard in Mishwi? That's where these zombie parts came from?
Yeah, I think we left out a lot of details, yes. Sorry, yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, we came in to these two folks here running away from the zombies. One of them was visiting their great-great-grandfather Bob. I'm sure you met him. He might have been a resident of this place. So we were running away, and battle ensued, and Cordelia had a few bites from one of the zombies and noticed that there was strange blood in the mix. We went to the grave, and then, one thing led to another. We're here with the parts. But yeah, there seems to be a connection between the dust and the zombies. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't want to jump to any conclusions.
Why would our recently dead have encountered this dust? I mean, I understand that it would worm its way under the skin of anyone who encountered it and transform them. But how could they have encountered it in their daily lives?
Well, that's the same question we have.
Oh, no. And he's going to go over to Simmond, Druid. Quick, think of an animal. Any animal.
Giant elk.
Really? Okay, a pet animal.
Oh, ferret.
Okay, they have a pet ferret. Barry goes over to his pet ferret. Ferrets don't really go outside. This ferret goes on a leash, okay? And says,
Percy.
Hey, Percy, come here, boy. And he holds out like a little piece of chicken. And the ferret's like, oh, yes, chicken. Barry holds out the rod. And because Percy went on walks around town, Barry holds out the rod and some dust comes out of Percy. Says Barry.
Whoa, that's big news.
Maybe we should just walk around with that rod and see where it's pulling from?
Yeah. Do you have an extra one?
Yeah, you can
Do you
borrow
mind if we
this.
have
I
it?
can make another.
Oh, man, that's big.
You can handle it.
All right. Oh, no, I meant like the reveal, not the rod. I mean...
My comment was about the reveal. Where are you going, sir?
I'm sorry. I don't know. It just... Anyway, okay. So we're going to... Well, we should probably take note of as we go around sniffing with the rod, where we get the most concentration of the dust, because that's going to be a big indicator of where it's coming from. Oh boy. Man, there's a lot of information happening right now. Anyone else a little overwhelmed?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like I'm a bit out of my depth, but I'm so happy to be involved. I think we'll just do a great job. Y'all are so smart. You know everything's about zombies and whatnot, and we're going to do just great.
I have a great deal of faith in your mental faculties, although maybe slightly less now than a few seconds ago.
Oh, man.
And we're going to join our heroes as they search for dust around town in part 2. Joining us for part 1 were Simmond.
Hello.
Cloudio.
I'm searching for dust now. Hey, yeah. And don't forget to leave a review. If you leave a 5-star review, we'll definitely read it on air. I don't know if it'll be me, probably. But if you want, tell Cloudio to read it. That'd be pretty great. And then, yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, we'll read all the reviews. They don't have to be 5-star. If you leave us a 1-star, we will be scathing, but we will read it.
Don't leave us a 1-star. And Cordelia.
Hey, y'all, be good to each other and don't get bit by zombies, y'all.
Bye. We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. If you leave us a review, we'll read it on air. It's fun listening to the words of your review get read by the characters you know and love, so go to iTunes.com and leave us a review today. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. Is their birthday coming up? A special anniversary? Would you like us to wish them a happy day on your behalf? You can arrange for us to read your shout-out on air at firebreathingkittenspodcast.com through our partnership with the website Buy Me a Coffee. Do you enjoy reading books? You can find paperbacks and ebooks based on our adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore, Fire Breathing Kittens, that part's all one word, podcast. The authors do a great job of adapting the stories into fun novels. We also have official merchandise on redbubble.com. Imagine owning a notepad with the Fire Breathing Kitten logo on the front, or a t-shirt with one of your favorite characters. And lastly, I'd like to take a moment to sincerely thank all of you. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you. Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We're going to roll a dice now, and I am going to write that number down, and whoever is the closest to this number written down, is going to get voluntold to do a recap. Everybody roll a dice.
D20?
Yep.
8.
Lucky 13.
18.
And the number was... There's the camera.
3, right? Is that what I'm saying?
Yes.
I guess I won.
You win!
Yay! Okay. So, before the break, we were on our way to the town of... Sorry, can you remind me?
Mishwi.
Mishwi, thank you very much. On our way to the town of Mishwi, when we encountered 2 strange individuals running away from something, we stopped them, we fought some zombies, Simmond came in, and the biggest takeaway from that situation was the zombies' blood had little sparkly bits in it. So, to get to the bottom of this, we went to find our friend, the Artificer. I am so bad with names, I'm so sorry. Barry, thank you. Barry the Artificer, who has the same dust, and told us of a lost child, or rather a disappearing child, who the only remains were dust, where we found where the child was last seen, and trying to get more information. We are now setting out with Barry's magic dust rod, and trying to find out any more information about the dust.
Excellent. Great recap. You are standing at the road. Do you head toward town or toward the waterfall?
Good question. I would normally say... So, guys, what do you think? Town or waterfall?
Let's let that stick decide.
Okay. I hold out the stick.
It is a very stick. It is an iron rod.
And it doesn't seem to be gathering dust as we move around. Nothing seems to cling to it.
Correct.
Well, waterfall might be more pretty during the day.
Okay.
I'm also wondering if... So, Barry mentioned that people die in town, but they're typically old or sick. Is there a hospital? We could always ask Barry as well.
You head back to the house. You ask Barry if there's a hospital. Barry says, "No, we normally go into Nicoboy for treatment.
Okay.
It's only a train ride away." That train system is so cool, isn't it?
Where do the old people hang out around here?
In their homes, and they go about town doing their business.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, Barry, one question. What's the water supply look like?
We get our water from the waterfall.
Okay, that's the answer I was hoping. Yeah, okay, thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna walk back outside.
Yep, same.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Water supply, everyone and everything. Well, no, not everyone and everything, but the ferret, it goes outside. It had dust in it, right? Water supply is... The waterfall is part of the water supply. But the town... I mean, the town's not awake. We might as well not bug anyone at this time. We can go to the waterfall. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's try dunking the rod into it and seeing if it pulls up particles.
I like it.
Yeah, along the way, maybe we should just kind of pass it by people's houses or whatever. Just, I don't know, see what we find.
Yeah.
You walk to the waterfall. The houses weren't really giving you any dust along the way. You have reached a beautiful cliffside waterfall with a still pond at its base that looks perfect for swimming in.
Okay, I'm going to dunk the rod in there.
It comes back with one particle of dust on it.
Okay.
Perhaps we should follow it upstream.
Okay. Are there any critters out and about right now?
Perception check.
Simmond, do you see any small creatures that we can maybe, I don't know, can you talk to them, or maybe we can see if they have any dust in them?
I can talk to them, but
I can as well.
Really?
Yeah. Well, ever since I've been palling around the clubhouse. Sorry, you call it the guild hall. But yeah, ever since then, I've found a bit of a connection, especially with with wolves. I encountered one. We sort of locked eyes, but yeah, I can talk to animals about once a day.
Okay.
My perception check, by the way, was a 7 plus 4, 11.
Plus a D4.
Oh, plus a...
Pretty much every skill check is plus a D4 when I'm around.
Oh, that makes it a 15.
All right. With the 15, you see up in a tree, you see a raccoon.
Ah.
It is bigger than you thought it would be.
Oh,
Oh. And I will call up, Mr. Raccoon, could you come down here and take a sniff at this stick for me, please?
Can you understand what they say? Can they? How does this work?
They can understand me. I have advantage trying to convince them of things. I cannot understand them back unless they have speech.
Okay. All right. She pees in your general direction.
Don't I get to roll for the
Yeah.
persuasion?
Yeah.
So I got a 17 plus a 2, which is 19, plus persuasion.
Roll with
plus
disadvantage for misgendering.
1. What?
Roll twice and take the lower number.
Does that just cancel my advantage?
Yeah. Roll
Okay.
once.
All right. My first roll was actually the higher anyways. So total is 19 for persuasion to get Miss Raccoon to come down and take a sniff.
Okay. After she pees in your general direction, she does not move and looks at you from up in the tree. She's very furry and very large.
Okay. How far away is she?
50 feet.
50 feet. Can I get within 30 feet?
Yeah, if you climb a tree.
Okay, I guess I will start climbing a tree.
Roll an athletics check.
I'll give you
Okay.
a boost.
Oh, thanks. Didn't help. 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 5, 17 to climb the tree.
You are within 30 feet of the raccoon.
Okay. And we established before that I could do Thorn Whip non-damaging, correct? Just to move things?
So that was a different DM. I'm going to say the damage cannot be 0 because it's a d6, so it has to be 1 at least.
Okay, fine. I guess I'm still gonna Thorn Whip the thing.
Okay, she's a very displeased raccoon.
Do I pull her off of her branch?
Yes, you have one very displeased raccoon hanging from a thorn whip by a hind leg, hanging in there, and she's
Cool.
cussing you out in raccoon.
Whoa. Now, what did this raccoon say to you?
I can't hear them back, but apparently she did not want to come. So just chest for dust.
What is it with y'all and kidnapping today?
listen, sometimes you have to get things done no matter what the cost.
I don't agree with that at all.
Sometimes there's a wisdom in making hard choices and choosing the lesser of two evils.
Yes, yes.
In slapping
agree.
around a raccoon, there's lots of wisdom in that?
Well, look, to be fair, maybe this raccoon has information, maybe has dust on it. We need to figure out, because there's a missing child, and I need to figure out what's up with the missing child. So one
There
raccoon
is,
hurt.
but all right. I don't know that more cruelty is going to help that kid, but what does your raccoon have to say
I'm pointing
for all that?
The raccoon is cussing you out.
the stake at the raccoon to see if there's any dust.
Please take 1 piercing damage, and the raccoon has indeed generated 2 dust for your rod.
That's not much.
Ow. Oh, hey, careful. Okay, well, that's almost nothing, but it's something. It's something.
Did a raccoon not, faint from a thorn whip?
It's a d6, right?
Yeah. Raccoon stats.
And then the raccoon passes out after cussing you out.
Yeah, hit points 2.
Okay. You have 1 dying raccoon.
Oh, well, okay, this is worse than I expected. Wow. I kind of
Somebody
want to walk
wanna
away
give
from
me a
this.
hand trying to patch it up,
Sure.
and I'll make a medicine check.
You stabilize the raccoon.
Oh, boy.
All right, she'll be fine in a couple hours.
No, that didn't feel all that heroic. I think we slink off into the night here.
Yeah, I think we're on the wrong path here. Does not seem to be working.
Yeah, no. Water supply seems to be intact. No raccoons damaged. Let's head back into town. and kind of investigate there.
Sure.
All right, so we're heading back to town.
Okay. This is a pretty small town. There are only a few blocks of buildings, with most of them stretching out along the main street you came in on. And just to let you know, that waterfall hit was positive, but it wasn't like you were at the exact right place. Just,
Okay.
You did not discover the secret. So, guys came off of the second left turn, so that intersection was a factory, a market, a park with a playground, and a town hall. So it was a yes on the waterfall, by the way. There's more to it than just the pool of water.
Okay.
Okay, well, should we rub it around these buildings as well?
Yeah, the factory's got my hunch, for what that's worth.
You take your rod and you wave it around the ground in the factory. You get 0 dust particles.
I'm immediately wrong.
And only 1 misdemeanor. Okay.
And the factory supermarket, right?
You repeat at the supermarket, and again, you get 0 dust particles.
All right. Well, seems like this town's pretty clean. But okay, what else do we have here in this intersection?
The playground.
All right, let's go.
I agree.
You wave your wand around at the abandoned playground. There's a swing and a swing set. Did I write this down? I feel like I wrote this down. Oh, yeah. 200 feet away across a neatly trimmed grass lawn stands a playground consisting of a miniature castle, 3 slides, and a climbing rope. There is also a swing set with 2 swings. You find some dust here.
Oh, where?
It sticks to your rod near, the bench where people sit and observe the playground.
Near the bench.
More like somebody brought it in rather than it coming from here.
Yeah.
Let's inspect around. Do we see? Is there a certain direction, like a trail of dust that we could pick up on?
It is strongest at the bench.
Okay.
And you guys have collected a quarter cup. Not very much.
Okay. Well, you said the playground was currently abandoned, right? Not that it's been abandoned for a while?
It's like midnight, so
Yeah.
midnight level of children. 0 children.
None. No, okay. No, because I thought it was like abandoned, like it was like breaking down and stuff like that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if anyone knows who could have been sitting at this bench. That seems like hard to trace, but can we investigate, see if there's anything like that fell or like maybe a wallet, something?
Roll an investigation check.
Add a D4.
15.
That's quite high. You find an abandoned ticket stub for the theater in Mishwi.
Whoa. Found something here.
Underneath the bench.
Pen ticket. Does it say the show?
Yes, it was last week.
Okay. Last week. Well, I guess we know where we're going next.
Late on.
All right, let's head to the theater.
You have reached the 3rd T intersection, which has a library, a church, a theater, and a horse dressage practice ground. Sponsored by the Marquess and Marchioness Tavistock. This is a recurring location. They are the lords of the town. They like to ride horses because they're Ragran. They don't move very quickly. Anyway, so if you go to the theater building is tall and windowless. Wide steps lead up to the front doors as if designed to let many people in and out at once. You estimate that you probably just missed the last showing.
Oh, wow. Well, does it look like anyone's cleaning up after the last showing, or the last showing and they cleaned up house already?
Like, everyone's gone already.
Okay. Well, we beat up a raccoon. How do you guys feel about breaking and entering?
Not real positively.
Okay.
If we find a lot here and it's an urgent danger, then obviously a window's less important than a life, but maybe we just walk around the outside?
Well, let me try to sell you on this. Zombies? Missing child? Well, you guys had dust in you, and it was in your system, right? And that probably didn't feel too good, so
I don't
know. This seems pretty.
Just a reminder, we don't necessarily have to break and enter. We can unbreak and enter.
We're still trespassing.
Yes,
fine.
the trespassing is true.
Yeah, like fine.
But we are
Technicalities.
adventurers.
That's
Don't
true.
we always trespass?
Well, that's true.
That ticket could well be an important lead, but it could be just trash. Maybe we just take a look around the outside before we go.
We can start with that.
Speaking of
All right,
felonies, though, where do we leave our friends?
Oh, they're with you. They're rooting for you to break the. Slickdraw says, "I could climb up to that second story window. Those are usually unlocked."
No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. But, listen, if I find one piece of dust, we're investigating this place. Okay?
Of
Like, we
course.
can't leave any stone unturned. Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wave the stick around.
You collect another quarter cup of dust.
Whew.
Ooh, lots of
That's-
dust here.
That's a lot.
That's the same amount as from the playground.
I think this warden's going in.
Yeah, all right. And she'll. Well, maybe we should check doors and windows before we start breaking stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
let's
got
try the
one.
front door.
I've got one open from the second floor here. Why don't I just slip on in?
Yeah, I really wish you quit doing that.
Slickdraw slips in the second floor window, and then you hear like a bang and an ow, and then he opens the front door for you.
Wow. Very, very stealthy, this guy.
His white, disheveled hair is a little bit more disheveled. He clearly walked into something in the dark.
Okay. Well,
Well,
thank you.
Thank you all the same.
Yeah. All right, let's go in. Do you have the lantern? Pretty sure
Of
it's
course.
dark.
Everybody roll an investigation check.
The barbarian specialty. 5.
17.
Investigation. 14.
Cordelia, you are a wonderful light source. For the other two, backstage was the highest concentration. Like that part where, like right at the juncture of onstage and offstage, where audience members can talk to the cast members, like off on the in the wings, yeah, like on the side, like where there's stairs, like right there. That's the highest amount of dust. And the quarter cup is total, including that amount that you got inside. There's also some in one of the dressing rooms.
Okay.
What
So-
name is on the dressing room?
It
Door.
is not named.
Not named.
Yeah. It's for the smaller roles.
Okay, let's check out the costumes. Maybe something of what they were wearing is covered in the dust, and then we can start doing some more investigation after that.
With your excellent investigation roll, you find that none of the costumes have dust in them.
Any trapdoors or anything that might have a name on it?
With your 5,
who's
definitely
here?
not.
Yeah. This sure does look like a room, y'all.
What do you guys think?
I think we're onto something. I think there's a pretty high concentration here. Definitely much higher than anything that we found at the waterfall. But
You would say that it's the same as the concentration you found at the playground, and the waterfall was the highest not playground or theater amount of dust you found. But it wasn't, it was like when you're really close to something but not quite at it.
how much are we supposed to metagame here?
If you guys want to ask me a question as the DM, I will answer it. It's all about what you want. I'm here for you. Play the game like you enjoy.
All right, well, I feel like we're at that part in the video game where the signs are saying, you're going the wrong way. You should probably go over there.
Well, going backwards is probably what we're doing.
You've collected quite a lot of dust, so you're doing great. Don't feel at all like you're failing. You are doing amazing. You are the only people on the right track in the entire world.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, maybe check around backstage up in the catwalks. If there's like a spotlight room, there's all kinds of weird hidden spots around the theater.
Yeah, you thoroughly check all of those places, and that was what led you to believe that the interaction between the stage and the back, like in the dressing room and at the wings, was where there was the most dust. Yeah, you checked everywhere. You good investigators.
Cool.
You are a good light source, Cordelia.
Yeah, throwback to being a kid and fixing the car. You just stand there holding the light.
It really seems like the key to the dust is people, right? Where people sit in the park is where the dust is. Where people interact in the theater is where the dust is. Should we go examine? I mean, I know it's midnight, but maybe examine some of the people around town and see if we can find something.
I don't see why not.
Where
You
can
guys
we
wanna-
go? Where's
Is there
the
a tavern
bar
that
in
might
town?
still be open?
Okay, so I'm going to read off the stuff you found so far in town. There is a pharmacy, a post office, a refueling station, and a school at the first T intersection. A factory, a market, a park with a playground, and a town hall at the second T intersection. A library, a church, a theater, and a horse dressage practice ground at the third T intersection. And then off at the end of Barry Street, there's a waterfall. And then there's Barry's house. Those are your locations.
What kind of town doesn't
People
have a
would gather
bar?
at the church.
Oh, God. At midnight?
No, probably not.
Although, organized religion, I don't know. Maybe we should go check out the church.
They go to the church. They do not find any dust.
Okay.
You guys want to check on the raccoon? See if it's good?
Yeah, let's go back up to the waterfall. Let's take a look around there. How does the water exit the pool at the base of the waterfall? Does it go down towards the town?
Are you getting in the pool to investigate, walking behind the falls?
I could.
What are you doing? How would you investigate that?
Well, first off, I'm just looking at the pool externally. There's no like stream running out of the pool, correct?
There's a stream running out of the pool that like heads off into the woods. How do waterfalls normally work? It's a normal waterfall.
All water typically goes to the ocean.
It goes to the ocean.
Okay, so there is a stream running out of the waterfall, and does it run through town? Is that how people get their water from it?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe let's explore along the banks of that.
Ooh, okay. So you're heading away from the waterfall?
Sure.
Your rod does not pick up any dust.
Okay, that's wrong. Let's rub the rod along the rock behind
I'm really
the
itching
waterfall.
to try behind the waterfall and all the adventure stories. There's just good stuff back there.
Sure.
Is that what your character feels? Or
Yeah, no, she reads adventure stories.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's played Legend of Zelda. Come on.
How did you know?
Oh, I have a new trick. I use shape water to divert the flow away from the rocks behind the waterfall.
Do 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 do. You discover a cave.
Whoa.
Behind the misty veil, you discover a cave. The hollow opening in the cliff face goes quite deep, and after a curve in the rock wall, you couldn't say where it ends from here.
Cordelia is just vibrating. It's just like the stories. It's just like the stories. And with you part in the water. Wow, what a night. And she'll bound off in.
This cave. Simmond has read the files at the guild hall, and he remembers there being something bad about this cave.
What do you really remember?
Something about werewalruses.
Yeah. Do you remember?
There were werewalruses in here. It was a very dangerous cave.
Well, do you remember about the werewalruses as people? Because
Yes, they were people.
so this is the episode Sleepless Spectre. The werewalruses were Anika and Isabel Farrell, and you, as a monist, helped them have a safe place to turn into werewalruses, which was with the Marquess and Marchioness Tavistock, because they breed horses, they have stables.
Oh, okay.
It was years ago.
That was years ago. I just remember this cave being very deep and dark.
Yes, there were werewalruses here. It's in the guild records, but there aren't anymore.
Okay.
And Cordelia is bounding back there. I'm going to say that you are 200 feet behind her, Simmond, and it sounded like Cloudio was running after pretty quick, so you're only about 40 feet behind, because as we know,
Okay.
Cordelia moves fast.
I'm going to bound along too.
Okay. Cordelia, this is for you. The ground is rough and the path is narrow in between rock walls. You've been bounding along for a long time, further back into the mountain. Perception check?
Oh, my specialty. That's a 2 on the die for a 1.
Okay. All you could say is that the floor beneath your feet is smooth and polished stone. You just walk right in as a room opens up. Before you are a smooth stone floor, elegant recessed lighting. There's an incredibly fancy crystal chandelier, a super cool wooden bar, a luxurious wood table with enough space to entertain. One nook has the latest in kitchen appliances, including an air fryer, and one kitchen counter has a sink with a faucet for running water. Everything is completely still, as if abandoned.
Yeah, she'll kind of slap on the side of the wall as like knocking. Hello? I don't mean to intrude. If there's anybody here, magic folk.
Your call echoes amongst the luxurious and well-decorated walls.
Oh, y'all gotta come see this. It's so beautiful back here. Man.
Cordelia dashes out from the room and encounters Cloudio, and then I guess Simmond is slowly catching up and says that. How do you react, Cloudio?
What? Okay, I get you were excited, but first of all, what did you find? And second, I mean, that was pretty dangerous. We need to talk, so we need to set some ground rules about running into just caves that open up behind waterfalls.
Well, I thought y'all
first,
were
what
right
did you find?
behind me. I get a little excited sometimes. I do apologize. I wasn't trying to abandon y'all, especially with the light source, but I was talking to you the whole way, if that helps.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I couldn't hear you too well, to be honest. The waterfall's pretty loud.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. I do apologize. That was pretty dangerous. But look at this! And she points out the faucet and the recessed lighting and everything.
Oh wow. Hey Simmond, check this out.
Oh, I'm coming. What am I looking at?
A luxurious. You ever seen like a house with a stone interior?
Mm-hmm.
Fancy, gorgeous, recessed lighting, rock walls, entertaining space for multiple people. But really, it's just really, really nice.
Where's the food storage here?
There is an icebox.
I open it and take a look.
It has been emptied.
How's our dust levels doing in here?
You find so much dust.
Okay, seems like we hit the jackpot here. It also seems pretty abandoned. Right? You said you didn't find any food over there?
Nothing. So it was abandoned intentionally. Otherwise, there would be rotten food.
Yeah, exactly.
Has the bed been slept in?
Yeah, the bed was slept in but then made. So like it was used and then abandoned.
Okay, I wanna kind of just look around, snoop around, see if I can find any small trace of maybe something that they dropped. You know, any other indicator.
Yeah. So Cordelia, you'd say the bed is the highest concentration of dust, and the shower. There's running water. And Cloudio, you would say that you discover casual, very valuable artificing things that you could sell, like, let's see, like an alarm clock, you know, that's you could sell for 500 gold. That's a super luxury item. And fridge magnets that are just like shiny, glittery insect beetles and stuff like that, like super pretty, like butterfly, and clearly decorated with real gems.
Okay, I'm gonna put these in my bag. But I mean, my intention is to show it to Barry because he's an artificer. And I also don't want our two friends to potentially get their grubby little hands on them. So.
And you guys find, like, tell me what part you're exploring, and I'll tell you what you find.
I'm exploring the bedroom more closely.
Yeah, you find self-closing curtains that could be sold for 600 gold. They're amazing. They're blackout curtains. They completely magically stop sound and light. And they're automated, and they can be set on a timer.
I would like to purchase those for my own house.
Yeah, right?
Cordelia, where are you exploring?
Oh, now I'm looking for maybe hidden doors. Those are in stories too. Maybe those are real. So she's checking every flagstone in the floor to see if it might give way, or pulling on every candlestick to see if it spins around the secret door.
Yeah, you press on a flagstone and a door opens up downward.
Y'all, hidden passages. This is just the best. Come on. And she'll start trucking down. Wait. Are y'all coming?
Yes.
Cordelia, do you remember in those stories where you step on the wrong stone and what happens?
Oh, yeah, you die from any number of wicked, awful things. Let's go.
Okay.
You step down and immediately the air is cooler. and you find yourself in a wine cooler, a cellar with really, really expensive, bejeweled bottles of wine. Each one of these bottles can be sold for 100 gold, and you find 12 of them.
Right into the bag of holding.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, okay.
Wait,
besides...
dust them first.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Here. Zzz.
Tons of dust.
Whew.
Like in the shower drain, you'd say is where there's the most dust, and in the bed, you know.
Wait, so that means, again, the dust is most common in places where people are likely to be found. This dust is coming from whoever lived here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting that same vibe.
Or it's coming from these
much-
bottles, and it's coming out of the pores of whoever drinks it.
Maybe.
Okay, you open one of the bottles. There's no dust inside of it. There's
I'm
like,
immediately wrong
fingerprints.
again, y'all.
There's like fingerprints of like 5 dust spots on it, you know, where someone picked it up.
Is there a layer of regular dust over this place, over the bed, over anything?
Yes.
How thick? Like how many months of dust would you say?
Wow, that's not something you would be able to tell. You'd say it was a temporary residence.
I wonder if it was the werewolverses. Do they exclude?
No, that was like 10 years ago.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Anything else in the cellar?
Nope.
Okay.
Do we have any way, like, do any of us have any abilities that would let us learn more about the past of a place?
Not me.
Can I see if
But-
maybe there's a spider around?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can talk. I mean, we can talk to animals, and learn more about if we can find an animal down here, about what may have been here.
There's a bat in the cave outside. You saw it on the way here because Cordelia was sprinting and you were running and you at one point ran into a bat and you're like, that bat. Or colony of bats. They live in groups of like 100, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's ask him.
Okay, there are bats. They're hanging upside down from the cave ceiling. Well, it's right set up for them because their feet grip. And when they fall asleep, their feet lock.
Cordelia, I'll let you take this one.
I don't think I've actually done this, but I will use Spirit Seeker to cast Speak with Animals, and I'll call up. Hello, I'm Cordelia. Well, there's a child missing, and we were hoping to find more about it, so we might bring them back home. Any chance you've seen anybody besides us come through here?
Hello, 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 hello. Yes. There were 4 people here. 1 adult, 1 winged insect person thing, very beautiful, and 2 children. 2 children, 1 adult, 1 insect thing. Hello.
And did one of those children match the description of, I don't give her the description of the missing kid?
Barry told you earlier in this, memory floats in.
Ferris told me that his son Trevor had black hair and brown eyes and tan skin.
You remember him saying?
Yeah. Did one of those children perhaps have black hair, brown eyes, and tan skin?
No. One was an elf and not a human, and one was a fire person.
Fire.
So there's more kids coming through here? Any chance you happen to spy where they went?
They went to where you came from and did not return.
Back out the cave mouth.
Or further in, there's more passages.
They went to that house thing that you came from.
So there must be another way in.
You smell good. Can we drink your blood?
Well, I suppose fair's fair. You can have a taste.
A bunch of bats land on your arms. In real life, you would have rabies. So I'm going to say that you have acquired a disease. You might want to seek a cleric.
This
Okay,
keeps happening.
I'm telling you, Cordelia has to be into this somehow. Like,
I mean, she's a barbarian. What do you expect?
Why are things eating you so much?
I don't know. Pretty unusual to encounter vampire bats, but I didn't know there were zombies either.
Cordelia, are you okay?
I'm really not sure. This is quite a lot.
A lot of blood loss. I know you're a fairly low-level barbarian, and you got to get scars somehow to complete the look, but they don't all have to come in one episode.
Is this how you rage? Is this how it happens?
No, it's more of an endorphin rush, and this ain't it.
This is a different neurotransmitter she's getting a little rush of.
Okay. By the way, what did the bat say? Because I didn't understand a single thing.
Basically, 4 people came in: an adult, a winged insectoid kind of person, and 2 kids. Neither matched the description, which means other kids are being brought through here. And they went into the house behind the falls.
Yeah,
I
and to
wonder
clarify, there were 2 adult things. One was an insect person thingy, and one was an adult human.
Oh, man. Hold on. As this is the player speaking, I don't remember if Cloudio saw an insect person, the furniture eating goblin child, who did they end up turning into an insect person? I don't remember.
Yeah, man, it was super creepy. Petrification in red. Yeah.
They did though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Insect person, I know it sounds weird. It's super, super creepy. But like zombies, they exist. So the bats are actually onto something. Okay, and last time I saw an insect person, I also saw some zombies. So wow. We're really connecting some dots here. Okay.
I wonder if the dust is like scales from the insect wings.
And last time I saw an insect person, they ran away through like a portal. It was like drawn on the floor with dust. I don't know if it was the same one though, but I think we should start investigating around here.
Yeah, well, let's go check some floors.
And that is indeed where you pulled the dust up from with your rod. It was from the floor.
So can we follow this to like follow the trail of dust?
There's no trail. Its highest concentration was in the shower drain, but there was a light dusting on everything else. Like it settled out of the air. Like as you suggested, it was shed from insect wings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. We might have destroyed the portal.
There was no portal. Last time, I love the imagery that happened in Petrification in Red where you had one of your ball bearings and it like rolled slowly toward the circle and crossed the circle and the light went out. That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go, yeah. But I did see the creature disappear into it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
By stepping over it and into it. Yeah.
There has to be something else here, though. Oh, good job with the bats, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. And she's just like wrapping a bandage around her whole arm. That's just all.
Here, let me see if I can help you out with that. I'll go ahead and cat. Well, did it cause any damage?
One.
It's like asking the teacher for homework, man.
Yeah. One
Sorry.
damage
Oh, okay. All right.
That's fine.
from blood loss. We're going to call that necrotic damage.
How are you holding up? I can
Still over
probably
half.
patch you up. Oh,
I'm good.
Oh wait, you never healed up?
Nah. Did we take a
Oh, you're still
Pretty
rest?
short rest.
Yeah, I mean, I can also cast Cure Wounds on you. Look, listen.
Nah,
I
save your
feel
slots.
bad. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, don't say I didn't offer.
Nah, as long as I got one hit point, I'm still good.
Oh, okay. Well,
Fully functional.
all right. Anyway, okay. So we found the most in the shower drain. It's kind of oddly specific.
Where does that shower drain lead?
To the pool of water.
Dun dun dun. All right, so we know what happened here. We really just got to find these people.
So the biggest concept, I mean, I guess let's go. All right, who wants? I actually hate water. So listen, if you guys want to follow the shower drain, go ahead. But I think I'll be good here.
I think you guys deduced that it led to the pool and the waterfall, and that's how the dust got there. That's what Simmond just deduced.
Oh, never mind. I misunderstood that completely. Okay. Any other rooms that we haven't checked?
Nope.
There's no like office desk or anything.
Sure.
Any papers on it? That maybe a journal?
No, it's all cleared out.
Okay.
You find a very expensive fountain pen worth 50 gold.
Okay. Are there any other exits from this dwelling?
Nope.
Just back out to the front.
Yep.
Maybe we should ask the townspeople. I mean, a bug person should definitely stand out.
If they knew about a bug person ferrying kids behind a waterfall, I feel like that would have come to mind when someone went missing.
Well, I think they might only know about the first part of that sentence.
Maybe.
We don't discriminate around here. All races are welcome.
Yeah, it was more the ferrying kids behind the waterfall that's problematic.
Okay. Any other thoughts on how we might find these people?
Well, we've encountered a lot of expensive things. I mean, we can probably ask, they have a taste for luxurious things. So maybe we can ask around if anyone knows their clients. Because I don't think people buy things like this all the time.
I feel like we're real close.
Slickdraw definitely hasn't been noticing the luxurious things. Don't mind him.
I just feel like we're real close. And those bats said that they came in and never came out again.
Well, hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to us.
I don't know, maybe make a last pass. And you ever read the story about the kid who goes into the maze and gets chased by the Minotaur, and he figures out that you keep one hand on the wall and you walk the whole way around and you can eventually find your way out?
No, but that sounds like a good one. You have to tell me that one later.
Yeah, we got a lot more walking to do once we're heading back to Nickmore. Unless we take that train, I feel like I'm getting away from the point here. Maybe we should just touch everything.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
You touch everything. Please add 1 sapphire paperweight worth 300 gold to each of your inventories.
Nice.
And I, the DM, will tell you have fully explored this place. You collected
Gotcha.
a lot of dust. For Barry.
Okay. So let's head out of here. Let's maybe head back to the town and just ask if anybody knows the description of these people.
What about upstream? If they were not depositing dust but collecting it out of the water and then were leaving it as they went.
Cordelia climbs up the waterfall and finds no dust upstream.
Huh?
No, I think the dust is naturally emanating from the bug person and just happens to be washing out from the shower and getting into the water supply.
All right.
All right, my only question, and I guess it's not something we can really answer here, but why was there that? Well, no, never mind. We need to find that person because they have that child then. And if they can disappear, then, well, there's still hope for the child.
Mm-hmm.
And whichever other ones they were carrying with, there might be a whole gaggle of them.
That's what you call a mass of children? A gaggle?
Well, how do you collectivize them?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, for us, it's litter, right? But of kittens, it's also very misleading because that's where our non-sentient, whatever, the household ones also kind of use the bathroom. Anyway, let's head back to Barry.
I think a litter also has a specific meaning. If you have multiple kittens from different litters, those do not make up a litter.
That's a litter of information.
Yeah, okay, so we go back to town. Let's chat with Barry, maybe give him the description and see if he knows anything.
You arrive back at the purple and green house. Ta-da! Barry opens the door when you knock on it. He excitedly notices that you have collected quite a lot of dust. He holds out the gray clamshell box he has that holds the other dust, inviting you to pour yours in.
We do so.
As you pour the dust, make an Arcana check.
Add a D4.
Simmond, you're so useful.
Oof.
That'll be a
6.
10. Yeah.
19.
Cloudio, you have cat ears, the best ears, to hear. As the dust cascades through the air and settles into the box, you hear an ethereal music as if a harp or a flute is being played.
Oh, I hear it this time. Wow, Barry, I know what you're talking about. It's beautiful.
This dust sings such a lovely harmony. It makes me think of a beautiful place.
Oh, can I keep it?
You can have some. And he hands you the dust that you've collected.
I'm assuming in a safe jar, right? Because I don't want to touch that stuff.
In the clamshell box.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. This might be useful. Let me write that down.
What are you planning to do with it, adventurer?
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be useful because we've only started to unravel what's going on here, right? So, I mean, I know you're going to do some magical, artificer stuff with it, But we still haven't found the child that's missing. But we have reason to believe that it's, there's still hope for us to find him. That he's okay.
I hope so. It's so strange. The bathroom only had one way in. Where could the child have gone?
Well, we have no idea because this cavern that we inspected also only had one way in as far as we know. Right?
How could anyone have gotten out of there?
And I'm going to relay the story of like the disappearing insectoid person that I kind of encountered in my ball bearing situation to Barry. And then it just disappeared like that.
So they made what exactly? They stepped into what?
I have I guess it was an inscription of dust on the floor, right? And they stepped through and they were gone.
Oh, should we try that?
You know what? I trust you, Barry. Let's try it.
Barry upends the clamshell box gently, tilting the dust out onto he's an artificer, so he's got a region where he draws circles on the ground, magic circles, and he draws a circle, and he said, like this?
Yeah, I think so.
And then what?
And then the person stepped into it.
Maybe you missed something. Did they do anything else?
Maybe they might have said something. I was certifiably creeped out. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not every day that you see a goblin child turn into a moth person and then disappear. So I might be. I'm going to do a thinking check.
All right. And he's going to say,
what a beautiful melody this dust has now that we've captured so much of it.
Yeah, I hear it now.
Doesn't it just sing to you?
Oh, God.
Any chance there's words in that song?
Maybe.
Chords. I think there's chords.
Did they have to sing?
Yeah, I guess. Let's try singing.
players, make a note, make a chord. There's three
Let's
of
do
you.
it as a round.
Just everyone pick a note. Yeah, the circle glows.
Oh, God.
Cordelia's player's laughing. Good.
That was beautiful. Most gorgeous thing I ever heard in my life. I just moved.
Are you sure you weren't in... Well, yeah, I mean, you sang a part of it. Good job. Good job.
So the
thank
circle's
you, thank
glowing. Did it open?
It's definitely active.
And you said there's kids that need help?
All right. I guess... You guys want to go in?
Not at all, and I'll run and jump in.
Simmond jumps in.
Suckers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going in too. Bye, Barry.
Cordelia ran and jumped in. Claudio's in. Simmond?
Yep, I'm in.
You all three step into the circle of golden glowing dust. Once inside, everything outside disappears. The blackness vibrates and hums around you. You feel full of potential. Where would you like to go?
To the children. And I concentrate on a mental image of the children that were described.
Right. The black hair, tan skin, brown eyes. Trevor Horbiger? Is that
Trevor,
her?
yep.
Okay, got it. Stepping out of the portal, you emerge into an incredibly classy, large room. This aristocratic, wealthy, opulent space is oversized for a bedroom, but that is indeed what it is, judging by the large, fluffy bed. There is a window that looks out onto green-leafed tree branches. A horrible rotting odor like a dead body fills the air, and a corpse is splayed out upon the marble floor over there as if this were entirely normal. There is a massive walk-in closet with shiny polished wood walls and metal inlay. Reclining in a contoured cushioned chair with a black box over his eyes is a 10-year-old boy with tan skin and black hair. He doesn't see you, and he doesn't see a certain slick draw move towards the walk-in closet because his eyes are covered by a helmet box that, based upon the way his hands are moving and his expression is changing, is displaying some sort of interactive illusion to him.
I will
And then
rush
Slickdraw
over.
and Felionis are like, walk-in closet. Yep, just over there. Their bag is jingling and quite heavy.
I will rush over to who appears to be Trevor and see if I can remove that box.
All right. Simmond and Cloudio?
I investigate the corpse.
Okay. Cloudio?
I'm just observing, ready for, I don't know if I need to attack anyone to kind of, help keep someone off while they're saving Trevor and investigating the corpse.
Yeah. Simmond, it's a dead dog. Well, it looks like a dog, except if the person making it had never seen a dog and used a bull elephant for its base. It's 10 feet tall and 8,000 pounds, has tusks and a strange upwards curling tail, and it smells awful, of rot and decay.
Okay.
But it's dead.
Can I put that in the bag of holding?
No, that does not fit. You can look at the
Okay.
bag of holding stats later.
Okay.
Does not hold elephant.
All right.
Do you still investigate the dead thing?
Oh, I thought that was it.
Yeah, that's it. What are you
Maybe
doing
see
now?
if it's got dust.
Oh, yeah, we could.
Yeah, there's some dust on it.
Are there any other exits to this room?
So, you're moving on from the corpse to the exits. We're going to go to Cordelia. And also, Cloudio, you'd say that corpse did not attack Simmond in any way. He seems to have collected some dust from it, but it's like an 8,000 pound corpse, so, did that, moved on. Okay. Cordelia goes towards Trevor. Cordelia, can you imagine a super luxury gaming chair?
Sure, done.
So comfortable. Padded, cushioned, with like a VR headset. Yeah. Trevor Horbiger, with his black hair, tan skin, and you assume brown eyes under that VR headset, is just having a good time playing a game on the VR headset.
Trevor, can you hear me, bud? I'm here to help.
He startles and takes off his headset.
Hey, my name's Cordelia. I'm with Fire Breathing Kittens. Do you know where you are?
Yeah, I'm in my bedroom.
Oh, that ain't good, y'all. Now, why don't you come with me? There's some people that would very much like to see you.
Oh, no thank you. I like it here.
I see. Do you know who brought you here?
Yeah.
I'd like to meet them.
Oh, they're great. They're an Eckenblim. They told me I'm a chosen one, and I'm going to become an Eckenblim too.
Well, maybe it's time we unpack that later. She'll look back toward Cloudio and shrug. Do we just pull this? Is that portal still open or is it closed?
Open.
Well,
Trevor, your father misses you.
hey, have you seen one of these before? And I'll hold that magnet up to the kid.
Ah, that hurts.
I'm sorry, bud. It's a bit of a medical procedure.
Ow.
I know it feels awful when you got a bunch of that in you. And is it pulling dust out?
Yeah, it's a little bit more like the bends than for you guys. There's a lot of it in them.
Oh,
Ow.
Is he-
No, I don't like this. I don't like you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I don't want to go home. I'm a chosen one. I'm going to become an Eckenblim.
okay, that's good. I understand that. But first, we'll figure out what Ekemblem means. But there's a super secret mission we need to get you on, and it has to do with leaving this place. You
Super
are the
secret
chosen
mission?
one after all.
Are you sure we can trust him with all that secrecy? Whew, that's a lot of responsibility for... You think you up for it, bud?
I don't like you.
Okay, well, what about me?
Stupid cat.
Okay, all right. That was hurtful. Hold on. Well, I got this for at least. Yeah, I don't think I deserve to be called stupid. But look, Trevor. How long have you been here? Do you know?
2 weeks. The
Oh.
Eckenblim said I'm worthy to become one of this. I deserve this. I'm special.
And you are special. Now, did he give you a timeline as to how this is going to happen, when, and things like that?
Yeah. Look closely at this little boy.
Okay, I'm looking closely. Do I have to roll?
Yeah, perception check.
That perception is a 20.
Yeah, that's high. But not high enough for certain things. I want everybody's perception check. And I know that Simmond is looking for a door.
Add a D4, everybody.
Oh, wait.
9.
That made it a 23.
Ooh.
With a D4, that's a 3.
Cordelia.
Wait.
How? Okay, all right. So
1 and 1.
okay. All right. So Cordelia and Simmond do not see, but yeah, Cloudio. So Simmond, Cordelia, you are an excellent light source. This is a well-lit room, but there's like green leafy trees and blue sky outside that window. But anyway, so Simmond sees that this human boy has pointy ears and the brown eyes are now flecked seafoam green. And Cloudio, also most perceptive person here, sees Slickdraw's eyes widen to take in all this luxury. He sneaks over to the walk-in closet, pulls open a door quietly, and holds up a gold chain necklace. Psst, he hisses at Felionis, and motioning her to join him, he stashes the jewelry in one of his many, many pockets.
I just give him a thumbs up because listen, this is bad turf. We can take everything from here. I'll just whisper to him, "Hey, take some for me."
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay, all right. Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like the transformation is kind of starting. Oh man, how do we go about this? I think we need to get the traveler out of here.
Cordelia is on the same wavelength, just kind of gives you a look and sort of grimaces and nods toward the portal.
Simmond, what do you think?
I think that's fine.
Simmond was looking for a door.
Oh, right.
That's right. Simmond, there is a wooden door on the left wall.
I think we should at least do what we can to explore a little bit, but I definitely understand. We could come back here, but
I was just going to chuck him through until Barry heads up.
are we sure we can get back?
I don't know how long that portal's going to stay open.
The circle is glowing. It is active.
And yeah, as long as it's not destroyed, is it made of dust also?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long as we keep the dust intact. I mean, that's what stopped it from glowing last time. I mean, so
all right, I'm sold. I pick up the kid and throw him over my shoulder.
I will assist.
I don't need it. I'm an 8-foot tall giant.
I hate you.
Oh boy. Well, get ready for any repercussions from this because I'm pretty sure they know where this kid's gonna be. So
Everyone roll initiative.
oh my gosh, it was almost a 20, but it's a 6 instead.
3.
19. There's the roll.
Simmond, do a grapple check.
Okay, that's strength, right?
Mm-hmm. DC
Straight
strength.
strength or
Athletics if you're
athletics?
Athletics if you're trained in it, generally.
Oh,
The backseat
yeah, I mean, I
DM.
am. So 15 plus 5, 20, non-natural 20.
You easily subdue this 10-year-old child who
Yeah.
got a 6.
Okay.
All right. And how far? I guess you're at the gamer chair, so you're 50 feet away from the circle. Cloudio and Cordelia, how far? Where are you in the room?
I will assist with making sure that the kid gets out.
50 feet away from the circle. And Cloudio?
Yeah, I think I was next to the child too.
Got it. Okay. All of you are. Go ahead and take your turn.
I say we dash towards the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll keep hands on the kid and just keep pace with you and move and dash with you.
The stinky, putrid corpse splayed out on the marble floor slowly rises to its feet. It looks like a dog, except if the person making it had never seen a dog and used a bull elephant for its base. It's 10 feet tall and 8,000 pounds, has tusks and a strange upwards curling tail, and it smells awful of rot and decay. Slickdraw and Felonious scream and hide in the walk-in closet. You guys dash towards the circle, and it moves to intercept. It is between you and the circle. It looks like it's going to make an attack of opportunity if you try to move past it. What do you do? You're now.
I knew I should have dismembered that thing.
You're all 50 feet away from it.
Are we in initiative?
Yeah. Cordelia, you are first. You rolled very well.
Get the kid through. I'll hold this for a bit. And I would like to endorphin rush as I pull Live, Laugh, Lockjaw, and I give it a swat in the snoot. And I will Yeah, let's reckless great weapon master on this first one. That is a 15 to hit.
It misses.
Oh. I will keep reckless, but not great weapon master on the second. That is a 3 and a 2 for an 8. Couple of whiffs. And I will move around, just kind of as I'm swatting at it, and I will move outside of its range to try and draw its attack.
It does attack you with an attack of opportunity because you moved outside of its range. It is going to attack you with a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It does 11 piercing damage. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
That fails. Take 22 poison damage on a failed save.
Still in it. Only just. And I will just keep it on me as I'm making a diversion so that it can't take a swipe at you and you can get that kid out.
By the way, this thing makes 4 attacks on its turn. Bite, tusks, claw, sting. And that was the sting. That was one opportunity attack. That was Cordelia's turn. Cloudio, you're up. You're 50 feet away from the portal.
Oh boy. Okay. So that seeing Cordelia kind of get demolished, I'm 50. How far away am I from Cordelia?
Maybe like 30 feet because you moved a bit out of its attack of opportunity, so you probably moved like sideways a bit. Ran up to it, attacked it. Let's say the thing is 10 feet from the portal.
Okay. I'm going to...
Its reach is 10 feet, by the way, Cordelia, so that's all math good in the D&D sense. So it's 10 feet from the portal. Cordelia's 20 feet from the portal. Cloudio and Simmond are 50 feet from the portal.
Okay. I don't want to see my friend get too beat up, so I am going to run up and kind of say, you should have taken me up on that offer earlier, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Save it for when I'm down. I'm good now.
Well... You sure?
I
don't want
attack
to...
all the time kind of Barb. Let's...
Wait, are we fighting this thing or are we just dashing past it? Because
I took its attack of opportunity so that you could dash past it.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, fine. I can dash past it, but...
Do we want to fight it after
we
we get the kid out? That's a conversation.
No, we don't want to fight it after the kid gets out. We just want to leave, too. I'll just dash. I'll dash towards it to kind of get some. I'll dash towards the portal.
Yeah, you are 50 feet from the portal, so because it doesn't have an attack of opportunity left, you can reach the portal without being attacked by its stinger. Cordelia took it for you.
I'm gonna use a feline agility to be able to just run over with a burst of speed. When you move your turn in combat, you can double your speed until the end of the turn.
Absolutely. You can hop right in that portal if you'd like.
No, I don't want to be that selfish. I'll wait just outside of the portal.
Got it. You are just outside the portal. I have you at 0 feet. You're on the portal.
All right, cool. And, can I ready, I guess, an action?
No, because you used your dash.
Well, no. Because, that was feline agility, not, it doesn't say
yes.
it takes an... Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll just ready my bow and arrow to just do something.
Okay.
To attack.
Yes. Does that end your turn? Okay.
Yeah, now I'm done.
All right. Simmond, you're 50 feet away. You've got a kid thrown over your shoulder. He hates you.
I do. Do we still have the elk? Has it been less than an hour?
The elk did not come through the portal.
Okay. I am going to just dash straight through the portal and dive in with the kid.
How far is your movement speed?
I thought it was at least 25, so I should...
Yes.
30. So yeah, I can make it.
Yes, you make it to the portal, you hop right in. You're in the portal. You can no longer see the room around you. You see the blackness of the teleportation. All right,
okay.
We're going to end your turn. It's now the dog's turn. It can attack either Cordelia or Cloudio. Cloudio, it's coming for you. I'm very sorry about this because... does a 21 hit you?
Do I get an...
Yeah, definitely.
Never mind. I got
Cordelia, you do. It moved toward Cloudio because Cordelia and Cloudio...
But I was 10 feet away. I don't have reach. It did.
Oh, you don't... Yeah, you don't have reach. Yep. Okay, so it's Cordelia 20 feet away, the air quotes dog 10 feet away, Cloudio 0 feet away from the portal. The dog's going to move towards you, Cloudio, and attack you with a 21 to hit for the bite.
Yep.
12 piercing damage.
All right.
Then a 22 to hit with the tusks.
Yep.
12 piercing damage.
Okay, wait, give me a second. All right. Still good?
An 18 to hit with the claw.
Yep.
12 slashing damage.
All right. Barely up.
And a 17 to hit with the sting.
All right.
11
That hit.
piercing damage, and please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I am... All right, I'm doing the Constitution, but I am knocked out. Constitution... 13. No, 14.
That fails. Take 22 poison damage.
All right, well, I'm poisoned and downed.
How are you looking?
Oh, I'm unconscious.
He's down.
Okay. Cordelia, you are 10 feet away.
I got you, buddy. And I'll run and slide under this dog elephant and grab up Cloudio and roll through that portal with him.
Oh no, you rolled through the dust?
Or not roll, I guess, but jump through.
Okay, good. Okay, you jumped up over the dust. Okay, there is an opportunity attack associated with this. I would like to share my screen as I roll for it because this is the difference between life and death. I'm going to pull up random.org. You guys can see my screen. We have here a 1 and a 20 as the min and the max. This is a +9 to hit. What's your AC?
Boy.
Minus 14.
14. So a 5 or higher will hit you?
That's correct.
All right.
And you have 1 HP right now, right?
Triple that. Easily.
Oh, 3 HP, but that's okay.
You guys
So
all see
you're
the number,
down.
right?
Yeah.
It's 11.
It hits.
It hits. You try that, Cordelia, and you get stopped. Like you jump up, right? You're like barrel sliding down. You try to slide past.
Then I
and
will toss
then
Cloudio through.
a tusk. Yeah, you toss Cloudio through, and then a tusk hits you midair, and you take 12 piercing damage as you get
Unconscious.
speared through a I guess essential for living part, your liver. Your liver gets speared through and you're now impaled, and then you slide off of the tusk and you're laying unconscious on the ground.
Where on the ground?
2
Right
feet
by the
outside
portal.
of the circle.
I'd like to make a point that our friends are still in the walk-in closet, or friends. Is there anything that they can do? I mean, they're also greedy and selfish, so I also get that point.
A blue dragonborn dashes out from the walk-in closet. She slides down on the ground, picks up Cordelia, and hops through the portal with you. She hops up into the portal. There. And she thinks, Mishwi, 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 and clicks her heels together 3 times and saves Cordelia's life. Okay, so Simmond, what you see... by the way, Cloudio and Cordelia are very unconscious and doing death saving throws. We're going to get to that. Simmond, what you see is a blue dragonborn popping through that portal with, Cloudio arrives in a heap, sorry. And then popping through the portal with Cordelia. What do you do?
I still have a turn right now, correct?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, so I have a spell for this. Let me see here. This spell is called Healing Spirit. It's a level 2. Let me just pull this up.
Are you pulling them out of the portal? What's going on?
Oh, well, they're arriving in the portal in very rapid succession, correct?
Yeah.
And 2 of them are unconscious.
Yeah.
Our dragonborn friend is fine. I'm going to call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. It appears within a 5-foot cube until the spell ends, which is up to 1 minute. Any creature that stands within the 5-foot radius, every turn will gain 1d6 hit points. No action required.
You guys both wake up in time to see the massive head of a dog appear in the portal. It looks around wildly and spots you and prepares to bite down.
Wait, Mishwi.
Yeah, you're in Mishwi. You're in Barry's house. Barry's screaming. Barry's like, what did you bring back with you?
Do I still have any movement in my turn?
Yeah.
I move over to the line of the portal and smudge it.
Severing the dog's head, which collapses to the ground in front of you.
Yeah!
They all look very victorious right now. How do you guys feel right now in this moment?
Like we almost total party wiped.
See, the friends you make along the way will save your ass.
The friends, says a gravelly voice. Slick draw.
We can draw another portal, right?
Maybe give me an hour, if that's possible.
Yeah, we need a long rest. We'll go back. He's very safe in this closet. He's going to clean out that whole place.
Heads up, he's not going to be there when you go back.
Oh, okay.
You lost Slick Draw to the Ekemblem.
Okay.
Well,
Slick
But we saved the
Draw.
kid.
No, Slick Draw. And the kid is kicking you in the shin. I was going to be an Ekemblem. Take me back.
very wounded and very hurt. Listen, so far it looks like you still might be in a Kimblem because, well, touch your ears.
It's not complete. I'm just
I get it.
half. This sucks. You suck. Everything sucks.
Okay. Yes, I suck. It's fine. Listen, we also just lost a friend too. But listen, I'm sure your dad will be happy to see you. And we can figure out how to make you a full Kimblem or not soon. Thank you for saving us, by the way, friend.
Yeah, I
Slick
feel
Draw.
like I owe you more than one on that.
We'll find a way to make it up to you with Slick Draw, but just know that the fire-breathing kittens are very, very happy for you to have helped us.
I appreciate that.
We'll rescue him.
Do you guys have anything to say before we wrap up this adventure?
Nope.
That's a
Job
lot.
well done.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Joining us today were Simmond the Kind,
Better late than never.
Cloudio,
Poor Slick Draw.
and Cordelia.
Yeah, pour one out for old Slick Draw.
Bye.
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 Do you like movies? Or perhaps television shows? Are you one of those uncommon souls who enjoys the most popular film franchise of all time? Then join us on the Ack Attack with Jay and Z, where every week our hosts discuss the media they enjoy. Whether it's the newest comic book movie, Star Wars show, or fantasy series, or just simply whatever book, movie, comic, or TV show that we've consumed this week, you can find the Ack Attack with Jay and Z wherever you find your podcasts and fall under attack today.
DJ Hunky. DJ Hunky.
Come support me and subscribe to DJ Hunky Music Podcast for weekly episodes of the best Somali songs mashup mix. Thank you for supporting my music podcast.
Hey you, podcast listener. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. Take the blue pill. You wake up in your bed and go back to listening to mundane podcasts that won't challenge your religious beliefs and your so-called truths about reality, the universe, and consciousness. Take the red pill. Subscribe to the Event Horizon podcast, hosted by Mark Anthony Peterson, and he will show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Event Horizon takes a walk into the paranormal with a splash of conspiracy. It's the podcast that would be born if David Icke and the X-Files had a baby. Subscribe to the Event Horizon podcast by Mark Anthony Peterson on Spreaker, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Stitcher, or any of your other favorite podcast platforms. Remember, all we are offering is the truth, nothing more.